Huge gamers. Alright, so let me make sure this is all working properly. Make sure it's good on every platform. Looks like it. As far as I can tell, it looks like it's going pretty good. Alright, cool. So, close pretty much everything that's unnecessary. And then here we are. Now. Nope, not that one. This one. There we go. Let's go. We're in. Good morning, gamers. I set up the descriptions over at the Red app, so that should be pretty good. We are logging in for the 3rd day in a row, so no new draws, but we did get, you know, some nice stuff. Oh yeah, of course, we got all of these. Cool. Pass rewards. Wow, 2 straight chests of that. Okay, that's cool. As the title everywhere indicates, we are going to be doing some good old-fashioned welcome in Deja Vu. We're going to be doing some good old-fashioned pulls. Okay, lovely. We got some ore barrel here. It's not a lot of ore barrel, I'll be real with you. Like, you don't get, you know, a ton, but you get something, and something matters. So, you gonna draw today or not? Yes. Yeah. Yes, I am drawing today. Specifically, I have at least a 10 pull. I have 2 single pulls from the standard banner, because I forgot to collect some of my etch space salvage rewards. And then I have at least 1 10 pull on the weapons banner. I don't know if I want to wait for more people to potentially pop in before I start doing that. I know something I was doing before was I had pulled up a interactive map for the game. I was looking and I was just seeing like, oh, okay, there's these places I've clearly quested in, but have I gone the full extent of
that enemy looks really dangerous.
Getting all of the like rewards that I could, for example.
Something ain't right.
I know one somewhat potential spot. It kind of depends. There's a watchtower. Yeah, there is. I think I already grabbed the chest by you. Yeah, I did. I definitely did. Okay. I don't know if I grabbed the Arlene up here or not. I think I did. Yeah, I definitely did. Alrighty. I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty certain that I've grabbed everything on this, like this area. I think I looked thoroughly enough through it all that I quite literally grabbed every single thing. Let's test this out a little bit. Okay, definitely grabbed you. There's a Arlene right there. I grabbed the one on the watchtower.
Gonna grab some Originium slugs for a race.
I grabbed these ones. Why are you not using the Arlene searching things? So for me, I don't mind using them, but I'm not only looking for Arlene. So I just have an interactive map so I can look for every chest, every, you know, the little white things on the ground? They're kind of useless on their own, but when you are getting like hundreds of them, because keep in mind, right? Those little, like white crystal fragment things, there's like 200 of them in the hub, for example. And when you're getting just like, you know, one at a time, you don't really get much, right? You don't get much from just grabbing one. But when you are getting a couple hundred of them, that is saving you hundreds of sanity that you would spend farming for the, for example, upgrade material for the lower level skills. Because most people, of course, go straight for levels first, like myself. Because, of course, you don't really get much of the upper level upgrade materials from things like exploration. So you mostly get that from sanity. Same with whatever, like the etching, the artifact etching stuff, right? So there is that. I think it's probably best in general to avoid, if I can, upgrading these low-level skills, and instead waiting for myself to get more protoprisms. The protohedrons I feel more comfortable farming for because you need a really large amount of them, and you really get very little of them from exploration. So that I'm more okay with, because you need a lot, especially for the mastery. Not to mention there are events and stuff I can use to get more. Brother, what is this bollocks? Brother, what are you talking about? This is me playing a factory simulator or gacha game type deal. I don't know if you've ever played it before, Black Templar, but it's not quite Destiny or Destiny Rising. Also, keep in mind, this does not mean I've stopped playing them. I'm just waiting for new stuff. I heard Destiny Rising might have new stuff coming up in the next couple months. I hope so, or in the next month, like March. They're supposed to have new content, which I really hope they do. Because I like the game. I just, you know, I want to play it and actually have stuff to do. And then Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is delayed their upcoming DLC. So I gotta find something to do. This is fun. But yeah, alrighty. Gamers. There's Gilberta. You are like, why'd you? Oh, it's because of on standing too close. No, never mind. It is the camera. Oh, I guess it's because it's trying to show me. Here, I can use this. Oh, she like just straight up continues her idle animation if you do that. She's very animated, I've noticed. Huh. Okay. Either way, I think I've given people an opportunity. If they want to join in, they can join in. If not, then not. If anything crazy happens, I'll probably just clip it. Anime thumbs down. You clicked on the thumbnail or something. Why not explore, try to find those crazy pylons? I don't know what that means. I do side quests and stuff, and I run around exploring. I'm mostly using the map to comb through places that I already ran around. Yes. Also, anime thumbs up. Anyone who says anime thumbs down, that's just, I'm gonna be honest, that's just a little bit cringe. Enjoy whatever you want, like. But yes, alright gamers. I'm going to pull, starting with the weapons banner. Wait, wrong place. Well, I guess it's basically the right place. Alright, weapons banner. Like the pylons which are in the sky, had one in mind. I'm not sure. I really don't know what it means, so, like, I don't know if you're talking about, like, other people and stuff. But yes. Boom. Any 6 stars? Nope, 2 5 stars. We skip. Alright. So, with that, now we do an urgent recruitment. Spectral Splendor, 10 times permit. I think it's a 5-star. And I'm able to skip, so I'm not being jump scared. Just one, it looks like. Let's see what I got.
Why do I...
Okay, it's Shen. I think I've already have her fully.
Here goes.
No, I don't. Apparently. Because I got a thing for dupes. Or wait, I forgot. I actually have to turn that in manually. Let me see. Where is she at? Go to exchange. Yep, there we go. Ready. Now let's do some single pulling. Because I've only got 6.
Tap.
Holy shit, I got a 6-star. Let's see what this is. Nice. Who did I get? That was real early. That was like, what, 12?
Hi, Endman.
Oh,
We meet again.
okay. We got an
Just call
Yvonne
me
dupe.
Yvonne. It's been a very long time since I last went out. Pleasure doing business together.
Alright. Cool. Sick. I'm not gonna complain about that one. Alright. Nice. Solid. I got the art that I wanted, that I said I wanted, so. Alright, let's do another temple on the weapon banner then, before we do anything else. Damn, crazy streaming luck. I know, right? Like, maybe I should stream more gacha games, because apparently playing them off stream is a mistake. It's like they know I'm live, and they're like, alright, jack up's numbers. Okay, well, not on the weapons banner, apparently. They don't want my numbers jacked up on the weapons banner. They're like, no, we want him to keep pulling on the character banner. So, you know, keep him there. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, that's wild. I mean, it's not like I can do anything else with these tickets later, so I might as well just keep pulling on this.
Catch.
I'm hoping for a couple of 5 stars, I believe.
And
In order to get the amount of tickets I want for the Arsenal stuff.
Tap.
Okay. 1 5-star is not enough, but I do have the standard pulls if it happens. Nope. Alright, cool. Alright, I have 2 standard pulls. So let's see what we get from this. Another 4-star. Alright. I'm not like crazy surprised. But let's try again. Okay, 5-star that time. Nice.
Greetings.
Snowshine. Cool. Okay. I'm very close to that, but yeah. Okay, so I've got 3 chartered banners. Welcome in, Psy Legion. You gave me the finger. Well, hello. Well, guess what? I have a dupe of Yvonne. So, we're balling. We're balling out here. Hola, yes. I don't really want to... Did you wear the dress yet? No. It's also... I don't think it's a dress.
Behave, Frosty Bitey.
Yes, let's go. Let's assign the potential to our girl. How's the art look? Ooh, like it. Okay, cool. Let's go to Dijon. I will be, so chill about getting Yvonne on 12th draw. Well, I already have her. So I'm just getting a dupe, you know what I mean? So something to understand about both myself and, as far as I'm aware, about how Arknights works. If I recall correctly, I like Ardelia, but all right. Something to understand about myself and Arknights is that I don't think dupes are super strong in this game. I'm pretty sure, for example, Yvonne at potential 5 is only like less than 20% better than she is at potential 0. Which you might be like, oh wow, 20%. But that's also like, you know, accounting for like assuming you have everything else right. And all of your stuff is stacking like perfectly. I think the thing that also the most impactful thing of that is maybe like one of the early potentials. I think it's a relatively consistent increase though. I don't think any characters that are out right now have crazy potential stuff that are 6 stars at least. So I'm not too like freaked out about having a dupe. It's cool. It is. And if I hadn't had her already, I would have been pretty psyched. But I do have her, so I'm not too worried about it. Though, I am slightly... I find it slightly unfortunate that I don't have her weapon. So part of me is like, okay, do I want to do a pull? And just see, right? Which I wouldn't mind doing a 10 pull, just in the sense of a part of me finds it worth it, but it depends. I don't know how, that's the issue, right? I don't know how much, how many draws we're going to get in the future. So, and I also don't know when the characters I want to pop up will pop up. 3 more draws. Well, I don't have 3 more of her limited thing, right? So if you go here, let's look at my valuables real quick. These are any character, any limited character draws, not her specifically. So I don't have to spend those right now. I can save those. And I intend on saving them for now. Okay, collect. Right. Well. I'm still exchanging clues, and I'm already almost maxed out. So, there's that. Nope. There you go. Okay, then instead of you two, let's, what should I give y'all? Probably these. Yeah. That works. Alright. Yeah, so there we are. We did be pulling. What's every way to get standard draws in the game? Because I don't think you can get any from like the I don't think you get any from like Orlean or anything, do you? So probably nothing, if we're being honest. Delver and Cryptic. What do I get from this? Okay, there's actually not much benefit to doing this right now. So I might go back to side
Still
questing.
waiting for something?
Over here, Endman.
You know what? I think I'll do the temple. Just in the sense of... I'm thinking it's harder to get Arsenal tickets than it is to get pulls, if that makes sense. So, getting to that 30... I don't think I'll go to the 60 after, because I don't really care about, like, Tong Tong. But I will go to the 30 just to have the extra 10 for Arsenal tickets. And so, in order to do that, obviously, I'll pull on this. Let me make sure I've got my math right, though. Because, let me see. Yeah. Because I'll get 4 more, and then yeah, so when I put in a 10, it should be good. So I'll do that. I feel like that's pretty worth it. Okay, 5-star. I mean, that's to be expected. I can skip it, so there's not any, like, crazy wild stuff going on here. Okay, that's actually good. I don't know if I ever maxed out or not. Though it is slightly unfortunate that, I got 1 5-star from that. Alright. Arsenal issues. 1 more set before I have to wait. Okay, we got a 6-star. Which is it? Okay, not a bad weapon, but it's not the one I wanted. I'm pretty sure it showed me that first, so the rest are not great. Alright. Now here's the question, because at this point, it's not possible for me to get the 4 that I want. So, I'm going to need to put in extra pulls if I want to get her weapon, this banner. My question becomes, have they yet released what banners come after Yvonne? Let me see. I'm trying to figure out, this stuff. From what I gather, Rossi should be in the next 3. Assuming, like, what I understand of the banner, right? Because there's this, like, art graphic that they released that showed Tong on the front, and then there were 2 characters immediately behind, which looked like Rossi and, I think, Mifu. And then there was Fangi in the back with 2 other characters who I don't know. So we're doing P5 Yvonne? I would... no. I would imagine not. That would be funny, but probably not, no. I'm a very, I don't know, I'm a very, I try to save unless I get very greedy. Pulls-wise. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll probably be saving for it. Fanny looks like a spring onion. She does, yeah. It's great. She looks like a spring onion in what is possibly the best way. But yeah, so I think because we'll have Rossi coming up at some point, I do want her. And I think she's quite good. Well, I don't know if she's good, like, you know, she's a good character. I don't know if she's actually good in-game or not. I have no idea. Your boy does not have the connections to have that information. You know what I mean? Ooh, look at you. Oh, never mind. You're, like, kind of hot garbage. Oh, it's compared to the price I bought it at. That's why I got that for real cheap. Yeah, nah, I'll wait. I'm gonna have a way better price later, I'm sure. Brian's prices. Let me look. Any of you got 1,000% or more? You have almost 1,000. You have 800. That's not bad, but it's not amazing either. You, similar deal. Alright, so I'm not too worried about it. Instead, outpost management. It's been a minute since I used my amethyst parts, so that is slightly unfortunate, but all this stuff. Who's got an insane amount? Probably you, right? Yeah. Just grab you and do that. Alright. Easy enough. Cool. Okay. Someone said that Roxy's gonna be a nature operator. I don't know why. It would make sense. Like, what else would she be? Wolfguard is fiery, but from her stuff, she didn't really have like a crazy effect on her attacks. So physical or nature would make sense to me. Versus, you know, he's got a gun that shoots fire. Yeah, whatever. Let me see. Okay, that's actually... Oh, I need to do a thing quick. Outpost. There we go. Sell my medicine, lovely. And then batteries. Boom. I've got 20,000. I have a lot of batteries saved up, so this should get very useful when this starts upgrading. Because when we're allowed to get this to outpost level 3 and 4, usually these games stock up this XP, and I should instantly be able to get to level 4 once I am like at that point, right? And that means I'll likely have a lot of space, but not a lot of ways to utilize it, or at least like I'll get way more stock bill savings here because the level will be higher, but I won't really be able to take advantage of it immediately. So having an extra like backfill of all my stuff is good. Would you call it a backfill? Not 100% sure. Either way. Oh, one moment. Okay, gamers. I had something come up that I had to attend to medically. In terms of a phone call. But I am good to go. You may have seen my mouse fidgeting. That is because sometimes I just like to click things on the screen, even though there's nothing to click. So, let's see. Okay. I've got several ideas. One of which, I'm just gonna start going around and trading stuff, because realistically, these are not some insano, just things to look at, right? Just out here. Okay, so I have egg. That's about as much as I'm gonna get for that. Cool. Let's see, do I get anything from this person? Clue exchange and production assist. Lovely. End visit, because I need to go to the next one, and I want to make sure that I have a clue exchange open at least. So, my personal policy, by the way, when I'm looking at other people's areas, and I'm basically just, like, you know, transporting myself to their zones, I want to try my best to make sure that I am at least using, like, a clue exchange on them. Okay, nothing there. Okay, so there's that. Versus owned, even, by the way. Yeah, I want to try and at least clue exchange, if they have it available. If they don't, then I mean, I can't control it at that point. It's kind of not my business anymore, but... Yeah, like, this person doesn't have clue exchange, but they have growth chamber, so I'll do growth chamber, and I'll buff one of their things. And then, I believe... that was the last one for that, so I'll go around and I'll just clue exchange and growth chamber a bunch of people. Ooh, love that, Wolfguard. Lovely. Yeah, I'm looking all over the place. Though, interestingly enough, the team I'm using right now, apparently, it could be pretty good to replace certain characters with Last Rite. But I don't know. I like the team I'm using, even if it might not be the best team on the planet. Or Yvonne. Just kind of how I operate. Swirling stone seed. Cool. Okay. Okay, this person does have a clue exchange in progress, so I'm gonna take that. I will be taking that. I will be handling that. I will be engaging in the exchanging of clues. Okay, and now I go home with my Dijon. The mighty Dijon. There's Yvonne. Now we be crediting it up. Protahedron is worth it, as is Ore Barrel, of course. Welcome in, Nez. Enjoy your received pixie stick. I'm unsure, Nez, if you've played any Endfield, but I did just to get potential one on Yvonne in 12 pulls. And welcome in, Tector.
Going for a walk with Endman.
Oh, the mini bot emotes are great. Never, lol. Okay. I don't know how much you'd like it or not. It depends. If you like factory simulator type stuff, I think you'd really like it. But if not, then you probably wouldn't. Who knows?
Originium will carve a path for us.
Now, who amongst these characters
Looky
should
here.
I go for
Distract
first?
them, disable them, or just...
I guess maybe her, and then I use the ultimate gain efficiency to spam her ultimate more. Anime satisfactory? Pretty much. It's kind of like that. you know, you basically, you like the factory element. It's also, it's like if you had Anime Satisfactory and then combined it with Death Stranding's industrial construction kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like you can set up zip lines, you can set up power lines and like a bunch of stuff. Ooh, give me.
Endman, will you?
Yes, give me. Thank you. But yeah, there's a lot of, I'm a huge fan of Death Stranding. Well, they have a delivery. You know what? I'm actually going to show you. Here. Give me a second. I'm going to actually show you. So, there's missions in this game. And they're repeatable, too. If you remember the deliveries from Death Stranding. Where are we at? There we go. You can set up goods, and you basically, you take goods that you produced in your factory, right? And you fill crates up with them. And it doesn't quite have the same level of, like, what do you call it? Like, you're not, like, carrying it around and trying to balance it, but it has the general idea of the goods have damage, and some actions you take deal damage to them. So when you have the depot, where you get the deliveries from, upgraded to the maximum level, even if you jump, the goods take damage. So you have to walk the whole way. And you have to be careful while you're walking the whole way. Because if you take damage, they also get damaged. And then I believe if you teleport, if you use like the in-game teleport system while you're holding a package, they take damage. I will hydrate, yes. Oh, it's fucking cold. Oh shit. I accidentally went too far. But yes, this is the main way we get around that, by the way. Is you set up zipline routes like I've got. I have a zipline route that goes to every delivery location on the map. Pretty comfortably, mind you. So I pick up a delivery like this. I get on my zipline. And I can just start gliding over. Now, I don't go straight there because there's a huge bout of water right here, right? On top of that, you only have a limited number of zip lines, so I can't just cover the whole map in zip lines. It won't work. This area is actually not as explored as I thought. I should probably come by later and go and look for chests. But yeah, so I make my way through. It's not the day yet. I'll do it tomorrow, but when it is the day, I have materials I can grab as well. And also, here, because I'm in a safe location right now, so I don't mind running around with my package.
If a gift of Veritas
This right here
then it shall be
is a zip line that's not mine. It has the same idea as Death Stranding, where someone can place an object down in their world, and then other people will see it. And you can actually see how often people use your item. So like this is 96. This is the number of times someone has repaired it in their world. So this is the number of times someone has tried to keep my zipline in their world, 96 times. And that's per zipline. That's a considerably, like, that's a pretty average number. Like this one's 91. So you can actually see that your stuff is like being helpful. In addition, as an extra little thing, oh wait, but as an extra little thing that's cool, let's say I've done my delivery, right? Technically you have one delivery per depot. So for this region, which is more full, there's 3 depots and they're also higher level. But let's say I don't want to do my delivery, right? Like I'm feeling like it's tedious. I can click to pack goods. I can go through the whole process and just, you know, start it like this. Start the delivery. And then I can open the quest menu. Oops. The quest menu, my journal, which is like J on PC. Then I can transfer job. And when I do this, now someone else who wants to do extra deliveries, like let's say they really like the delivery system where they just really need the rewards, they can go to list of delivery jobs and they will see my delivery job show up here. Now, I also do some extra delivery jobs, but I only do it if they are the Wuling currency like this, right? And so now I've just taken on this person's delivery. They didn't want to do their delivery for the day, or they don't have the time. Maybe they're like really rushed today. So they just pulled out their phone and they did that. And they're like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with the restrictions. So let me just, you know, have someone else do it. I'll trust them. Now, they're trusting me with their package. This means how I perform is based on how well they get paid. Because the way you get paid is based on the delivery itself. You don't get paid just because the person picks it up. You get paid based on the quality of the delivery. So, here I am, vibing. Whoops.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, another thing, I don't know if you've played other gacha games, Nez. Destiny Rising is kind of an enigma. Not an enigma. It's not like it's like a mystery, but it's more like it's an odd child in the sense that most gacha games have you have multiple characters in the team that a single person controls, right? I think the reason that's not like that in Rising is because it's such a team-oriented game. So it's more like an MMO in that sense. But you do get instances in gacha games where it's a little bit different. So like usually you're controlling one at a time and you swap between them. But in this one, I'm controlling one at a time. I can swap between them, but all 4 of my team members are on the field, always. Though I have noticed, only 2 of them attack at once. Whenever the third one wants to attack, one of the other 2 will back off for a little bit. Which is very interesting. I call it aura farming, because the first time I saw a character do it was a Wolfguard, and he like... He did like the, I guess you'd call it like the Dio walk or whatever. Like he just slowly strutted up to the enemies. It reminds me of Genshin Impact in that sense. Okay, yeah, it is kind of similar to that. Genshin Impact is more similar to like the standard system where you basically, you control a single unit. And then you swap units constantly. This one, you do swap units, but they're all always on the field. So all I'm doing really is swapping places with them and more finely controlling their position, right?
Behave, Frosty Buddy.
Yes.
Oh.
Or
We're
farming
going for a
Wolfguard,
walk with
indeed.
Endman.
Easy. Wolfguard is something. He is. He's a lovely Italian man. Either Genshin or Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy would probably be more, if I'm remembering, maybe it's been a while, but I thought most Final Fantasy was turn-based. It'd probably be more similar to Honkai Star Rail for those. But I imagine there's Final Fantasies that are not turn-based. I don't remember. I haven't played a ton of them, so. The last one I remember really strongly, I mean, obviously there's Final Fantasy XIV, but I'm talking about, like, the single-player story games. Though I guess in the... Well, no, not quite. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of hard to fully think about it, I guess. I think it was a certain one where it was, like, I could swap between the 3 characters. Is that 15? Because I remember in 15 there was like the 3 guys, and they were like in the, or was it the 4 guys? Because I know they were in the car. I remember playing the demo for that one, and I don't think I played the full game. I didn't dislike it or anything. It's just I think it was a PlayStation game at the time, and I didn't have a PlayStation. Yes, Car. I remember Car. Okay, yeah. So it's probably Final Fantasy 15 then, I think. Which that one I remember being received in mixed ways, but I thought it was really cool. The story, and I thought the relationship between the characters was also great. What am I doing, by the way? Oh yeah, I'm trying to. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get a bunch of credits for no particular reason whatsoever. Unfortunate. Switch to Valley 4, and I'm gonna just give everyone my stuff because I have absolutely no interest in doing this one. Yep, that's fine. Cancel job. Yep, cool. Okay. Yes, 15. I still have it for the PS4. Yeah, I remember it being, at least when I was like looking at it, it was a PlayStation, either an exclusive or it was like just better quality, and so I didn't play it because it, you know, I'm not a PlayStation gamer. I was a PlayStation gamer at one point in time. However, I am not currently a PlayStation gamer. I played PlayStation. I basically, the way I've played gaming consoles is whatever was cheapest at the time I got, right? Because usually it was like the family would have it, and so we'd basically just get like, the kids got like a limited access to a parent game station. Or if an update was like gotten, like if there was like a sale or something and they got like a newer version, we'd get the old one, right? Which I'd say, you know, pretty good system in general. And I felt fairly lucky for that. I know I had like a DS at one point. That was like, I don't know, it was like, I think it was gotten like secondhand. But it was really good. It was performed really well. The only issue it ever had was eventually the top screen stopped working, but that wasn't completely an issue because it was a DS Lite, which meant that the bottom half could be used as a Game Boy. So I basically just stopped using it as a DS and used it as a Game Boy instead, which was kind of funny. Because it was like a Game Boy with like almost with like a touchscreen type deal. But yes. I know at one point, oh, fuck you. Oh, wait, never mind, cool. I still have my 2DS from when I was younger. Okay. I don't really know what a 2DS is. I know you do DSi. Okay. I think one of my siblings had a DSi, I feel like. I might be wrong. We basically, for that stuff, if I remember correctly, a fair amount of it was we got like hand-me-downs from our cousins. Because they were like a few years older than us, so basically when they stopped being interested with the thing, it was around the time for us to become interested in the thing. Except for me. I kind of just generally, I've always liked games. The first game I ever played was World of Warcraft. When I was about 3 years old. I learned how to read, and I learned a lot of social skills from that game, ironically. By social skills, by the way, I mean more like probably manipulation tactics that work really well in social games. So in a way, I'm sure it would make me a good salesman, but it would also be quite evil to do such things.
Stay from.
I started gaming on the PlayStation 1 and 2. Gotcha. I know other than World of Warcraft, for me, I think it was Xbox, like original Xbox with Halo 1. And what's it called? Morrowind. You little son of a bitch. Fuck you. Your asshole bitch motherfucker. What do I do with you? You're gonna keep going, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Ooh, that's some good nostalgia. Halo. Yeah, Halo is great. Like I mentioned, like Morrowind is amazing. I still listen to Morrowind music. See, here's my issue. How do I, like, where's the little pump thing? Because I feel like I'm misunderstanding something. Ooh, hello. I feel like I've misunderstood something. Or I've done something wrong here. Because I see absolutely no, like, fountains at all. Like, no, like, water things. Do I just need to put and use, like, Zyrnite water myself? Because I have it. Like, I have Zyrnite water. I guess I'd prefer not to use it, but I'm not too, like, bothered. Here, let me... Nope, let's not do that. Can't remember what console I was on, but I played a game called Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur is possibly one of the best, like, fighting games design-wise ever. I have Soul Calibur 6 on Xbox One. I played older Soul Calibur games, but it was just like, I don't know. It's like repeated nostalgia bombs or something whenever I see the game. Okay, let me... Alright, I think I've got this. I think we're getting... I'm gonna handle this whole monitoring center thing. Okay. The second I see the chest change, that's when I know I'm good. From what I understand. Okay.
I had one of
Nice.
these before. What happened after?
Yeah, FromSoft games design-wise are also just absolutely phenomenal. Oh! Too worried about cleaning that all up. And again, there might be an achievement or something for it, so I actually will be careful. Okay, so let's say I've got this. Oh, how interesting. What an interesting thought. Oh, and that's like a one-time press button, so I have to like actually figure out what's going on. Okay. This is a cool little puzzle. I like this. Go. Nice little blue chest. Okay, so I assume the way this works is I'm basically... anyway, I'm gonna throw you a lurky and hop on a game with danger. Alright, gamer, enjoy. Have fun. I'm doing puzzles because my little gamer brain desires it. I love puzzles. Oh, that's a little... That's enough. Ooh, damn. Okay. I wanted to see if I could skip something, but I don't think it gives me enough forward momentum. Okay, let me... Yeah, no, it doesn't. Okay. That was smart. They placed it so that you'd be just short if you tried to do that. So it looks kind of possible, but isn't. Alrighty, then we can go up this way. Oh, how smart. Okay. That's fun. Do they have more missions like this? So that'd be cool. Alright. Can you stop? You're spilling it everywhere. Pumpkin decided that the best thing to do with his water would be to spill it. Ugh. Okay, and I'm dead. Yeah, he does this. I've mentioned it before. He does the stick the head under the water thing. Now he's looking at me and his whole face is soaked. And he's like, why have you done this to me? And no one has done it to him, by the way. He's like this, apparently. Well, good thing I have the extra containers. There, now he's satisfied with how wet his face is, and so he's coming to go wipe it on me. Yo, are there achievements for completing Ride the Wind in less than a minute? I have no idea. I just did it for fun. I did it because I completed it in like a minute and 1 second, and I was like, I could probably do this in less than a minute, and then I did. So, realistically, if someone just hasn't done the mission yet, they might find it cool. Well, I guess someone who, like, has done it before might find it cool. But I just did it because I thought it'd be fun, and then I posted it because I was like, well, I'll make sure people know how to do this and see how quickly it can be done. Because it has a 10-minute timer, so the fact that you can do it in 1 minute, of course, is like, you know, like, hey, you should very, very much be able to perform this mission. Regardless of how, like, skilled or unskilled you might think you are. I'm sure everyone can do it. Ooh, nice. Hearing components and, batteries. Nice. Alright, cool. I mean, I don't think there's really a need to conserve the Sheernite water, just because I've got like over 1,000 of it, but might as well, you know.
You can't just...
He who suffers today is not among
Power
us.
shot, and I was hoping you'd say that. You'll love it. You simmer down. Ready. Yay. Wow. Phew. Eh. Phew. Phew. Power
Analyzing.
shot.
Not bad. Shame no one's here to film it.
Power shot.
Tried. The butterflies. Where are the
Victory is
butterflies? Did I miss them?
ours. Time for a selfie.
Perhaps I was blind. I don't think I saw them. Because there's the glowflies here. Oh, there they are. Here, go somewhere.
Oh,
What?
back to my old gig, huh? I wish you
That one
the
just
best
fully
of
disappeared.
fortune.
Oh, I guess it teleported.
Yeah, you can't escape gravity. Water shot. Jump. Let the flow. Choo.
I a fool? Those butterflies seem to behave a bit differently from the normal ones. Where am I supposed to go? Did it go up? No. See them over there.
Hey.
I don't see them. Oh, they're up there. I must really be blind. Okay, bro. Wanna... There we go. Now that looks like the more normal butterflies. Is it gonna behave normally now? Yeah, it is. Oh, I must have already triggered this at some point.
We'll end this fight easily. Oh, we're
Then
so
it just had the thing. Yeah, okay.
Fingers crossed for a bonus.
I'm so glad I don't have to wait for this. Okay, well I do, because it's right there. I thought it would run further, but guess not.
Wow, this is exactly what we need.
Okay. Let me just keep going in this direction because I have not explored a ton. Let's see. Okay. Oh, and I'm back here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I ever went over there from over here, which is kind of funny. I didn't even try. All right. So let me look at regional development, depot node, list of delivery jobs, refresh. Ooh, I'm so glad that it did not mess my stuff up. But yeah. Realistically, I wouldn't have made that anyway, because that's why it refreshed twice. It refreshed to get rid of that willing job, and then it refreshed to, because I pressed the button. Otherwise, it wouldn't have refreshed twice like that. But yeah. It's very interesting. I hope this doesn't take me 5 billion years to handle. Please, thank you. Okay. I thought I clicked it a little slow. But that is fine. Okay. This, I'm gonna be real, let me... My people over in the purple location. You play in America, Europe? I did, and thank you, Kia? I'm trying to... The clock app is not working properly for me. I've been trying to make it so I can read it properly, but it just doesn't go through.
Behave, Frosty Bitey! Oh!
Okay. Anyway, let's turn this stuff in. I don't have her weapon, so I'm not too worried about the etching stuff yet. I'll just hold on to the materials that I have. I guess I could get the, like, 95% off one or whatever. But I also have, like, 30 of them. I don't know how many of these I need, but I do have 37. So. At the very least, though, there's that, which is good. You know what? That's probably a good idea. Ah, shit. Yeah, it's a little rough. Let me... There we go.
Yo, I just thought of a joke. Anyone want to hear it?
Oh, no, it just doesn't go there.
Hey,
Okay.
a little reaction, please.
Well, I'll keep that as both of these. Just in case. Okay. That should make things easier. Now I can read both simultaneously and it shouldn't lag out so much. There we go. This should be the last one I need to do for this, and then I'll probably do some side questing, because I think there is a quest that I am doing a part of. Unless it's, like, a continuation that doesn't actually continue yet. In which case, I can just wait for it. Yeah. There we go. Up to this little delivery spot here. Look at this. Nice. I suppose there's that. I could just make a few of these, couldn't I? Well, I want to do the gift later anyway. Well, I want to do the gift regardless, but if I don't do the gift now, I'll just do it later, so not too worried about that one. Is it emergency rescue? I think it is. Calm down. You headbutted the desk, bro. You alright? You are slightly stupid. You aren't. Perhaps it is inherent in your feline form. Pumpkin is a very clumsy cat. Either that or he just gets too excited. Because he just runs into stuff. Full force. Alright. Now it is emergency rescue time. In a bit, I might grab something quick to eat while I continue, but for now, we got. I won't like be getting up for like 20 minutes or whatever to like make anything. I'm just gonna see if I can grab something real quick.
Is it possible to order another batch of medical supplies? A smaller order will work. The medicine will be given to those who are most injured.
Oh, why is it not automated? I have no
I
idea.
also have other means to stabilize the rest. There might be side effects, but at least it will save their lives.
Further, any
We
leads on our
lost the
missing
batch of
medication?
medication shortly after we delivered it to the UWST. Not many people knew about this caravan, so I'm not ruling out the possibility of a shipment accident.
Is there any other way? Can we move another batch of medication to deal with our current emergency?
I'll think of something, Surgeon.
Don't worry. Molly will figure it out.
Lilica, why are you here? You're hurt. Go lay down and get some rest.
Molly told me she'll find the medicine. She said I don't have to be scared. Hi,
Who is
little
Molly?
girl. Did Molly tell you where she went?
I might have forgotten who Molly is.
Quick, help her onto the bed. She needs emergency treatment. But
I have some emergency medication with me. We can use that first. Endman?
We look at her bed and give her some nice little.
Here are the meds,
first aid.
Surgeon Yue.
thank you.
Molly. 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 She sounds like someone very close to her. There's an ID here.
Molly, 21, coordinator, management post, coordinate and complete production jobs with site floor crew. Interesting.
Fiona, I need a background check for Molly. Endman? Let's
Okay,
look
we
around
actually
further,
don't know who this
please.
person is. Neatly written work notes. Page 1. Summary. Floor walk complete. Checked 128 inspection items at the top of the checklist. Everything normal so far. Production should enter the next phase in 7 days. Discuss progress with production staff. Must follow up. Objective type. Others. Project progress. Work phase 2. Phase evaluation. Cautiously optimistic. Note, the new machinery and facilities must be inspected before deployment. Page 2. Summary. Circle meeting with partnering departments. Eliminated some risks. Kept things on schedule. Preliminary work inspection report filed and submitted. Review pending. Objective type. Get a decision. Project progress. Check previous item. Phase evaluation. Cautiously optimistic. Note. Personally review all ongoing tasks and reports. Avoid delays. Page 3.
Working notes with Miss Molly's name written on the cover. Her daily workload seems pretty heavy.
It does. Neatly written investigation notes. Convoy attack site investigation. Overall damages were quite severe. Obvious signs of physical confrontation and the use of force. Suspect, landbreakers. No medical supplies found at the site. No burnt remains, and no discarded packaging.
The handwriting on this note. It's the same as that in the notebook Miss Molly dropped nearby. Has she been investigating the medication? The landbreakers. We've received her profile data. Miss Molly qualified for the post of coordinator at a very young age. She also received stellar reviews in every aspect of her job. Look at the work notes she took. She's a professional, and a meticulous one at that. And it seems she actually went to the site where the caravan was ambushed. She was trying to investigate the meds.
Seems like someone capable of doing her job. We now have a clue.
How is she doing?
The girl's condition has stabilized, but only temporarily. We really need the medical supplies to treat the sick and injured in the mining camp. If we run out of medication, the critical patients will be... I'll do whatever I can to treat my patients with every medical resource we have right now. But if we run out of medicine, the most we can do is to temporarily stabilize their condition.
The patients of the mining camp are in your hands. So, Endman, I think we still have some time. What should be our next step?
Our priority is to recover the missing medical supplies.
The medical personnel have their hands full looking after the patients. We are counting on you to help us recover the medication. My Endfielder friends.
That clue Miss Molly found. I believe it's crucial.
Enman, I picked up a strong distress call. The encryption pattern indicates it's from the UWST. And it was sent from somewhere west of your location. It came from the meteorological station.
Okay. Stay on the distress signal for us.
The meteorological station. But that site has been abandoned for ages. The landbreakers occupied the place after the UWST withdrew.
Probably where the medicine is.
Landbreakers. Again.
Yeah, she probably found the medicine in their territory. We should head over and take a look. That's my immediate assumption. She knows the, like Molly, she found the medicine, or she knows where the medicine is, and it's in Landbreaker territory, and she tried to retrieve it, and is now having trouble.
But I am definitely not ignoring the errors. I am simply in need of rest. Well then, let us reboot this process once more.
Hat. Eat.
Look closely, bro. Lovely.
Hey. Tweety Bomb looks a little nervous.
I like partially stupid.
That one's probably a naughty
I
big
feel like this
bad.
should be like a pretty easy place to get into, but I guess I've just never walked into it. Let me see. I'm slightly sidetracked, or sidetracking, but yeah, this is a pretty easy place to get into. What?
I had one of these before.
I don't know why I didn't just walk over before.
Great.
There we go. I'm halfway to 56, so there's that.
UWST crewmates. They've been attacked by the Landbreakers. Endman, they must be the ones who sent out the distress call.
Okay, so maybe.
Let's do this together, lad.
You can't escape gravity! Yeah!
Oh, that's rough. Poor fluoride.
Hey, you want the floor?
Oof, nice.
Oh, you saved our lives. Those stab eaters almost killed us.
Can you please save Molly? She volunteered to cover our retreat, but if the breakers made it here, she's probably been captured by them.
Can you tell us what happened?
We planned to sneak into the meteorological station and look for the medication. None of us expected the place to be so heavily guarded. It's crawling with LBs. We got in and looked around. Even got confirmed visuals of our medical supply crates. But then we alerted the breakers.
We'll go right now and save her.
Great. I'll lead the way.
But your injuries.
It's just a flesh wound. We gotta move fast. Look at this mess. Can't believe this used to be our meteorological station.
I do like the naming conventions.
There are way more LBs here than we thought. They obviously strengthened their guards after we left.
Fiona, do we have any more intel?
The plans of this area indicate an abandoned sewer tunnel. You can use that to sneak in. I'm sending you the data right now.
Much appreciated. According to the plans, this sewer tunnel is indeed perfect for infiltration. It should have been abandoned for a while. I don't think the Landbreakers would pay much attention to it. What do you think, Endman?
No questions from me.
You're still wounded. Maybe you should head back and get some rest.
Okay. We're counting on you for this. Please, bring Molly back.
This seems like the place that Fiona mentioned.
We only nabbed her. Don't let her look spooked. She's got to
Looks like Molly really is here.
Cool. Yeah. Probably
This
could have
should be the
unlocked this
back
area
door.
beforehand, but
Buckerloid crap. You got some serious guts. Why? Tell me why you're here.
I know you raided the caravan. The medicine. Do you have the medicine? Stop! I'm not done asking.
so she's trying to get the medicine by herself. Okay, let's beat him with that.
You can't escape gravity! Power shot!
I'm fully ready to like absolutely destroy this people.
Favor this! One more shot! Feel the chill! Who wants to float?
You see, the thing is, right? Like, you have the whole idea of like, I think it was trying to build up the Landbreakers for trying to survive.
You met Gruppen.
But just
Buckerloids!
the way they engage in violence is
You'll never take them from us!
yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of the way that they engage in like the violence and stuff. So honestly, I feel very little sympathy for them. I don't know exactly though, like what the
The
situation is
blight
with
is
them.
everywhere.
I might be missing some more tabs from that.
Endman, are you alright?
I'm okay. We need to find the exit.
There's a door over there. It should be the way out. But the blight is spreading everywhere, Endman.
We must think of something. Oh, I think it's because it pushed forward with all that stuff. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Anomaly detected. Uploading observational data to analytical center. Synchronizing with defense units. Synchronization failed. Please check communications module. Okay. I'm just gonna do this to make it faster. Then this is the communications
Careful,
module, right?
I hear noises behind this door.
That's fine.
I'm sure there were times your friends got hurt and you couldn't help. My friends are dying. The medication will save their lives. Just tell me what you need. I believe our camp is willing to negotiate. If you doubt us, I can stay here as a hostage. Just give the meds.
Keep you hostage. Give the meds. Trespassing buggers who want to parlay. We don't parlay. We just take. You want these meds? Never!
Yeah, zero.
I'd rather trash them, smash them to bits, than trade them with you buggers. Put
Zero
on the
sympathy.
cage. The meds are where the lure. Now you are the lure.
Cease this nonsense, Landbreaker. You now answer to us. Yeah, I'm down to beat this shit out of walls. Alright. Yeah, take a bunch of sick people's medication. Alright, bro. I will absolutely...
End of the road, pal. Logic yields to none. Light of the land! Let us dance! Yikes! Not
Oh,
bad.
didn't quite work.
Shame no one's here to film it.
I tried to throw the combo in right at the end, when right after the ult finished, but it didn't work.
How? Why? The meds... This is all my fault.
Calm down, Molly. I'll check the medical supplies.
Relica, how much of the medicine can we salvage?
Most of the supplies are protected by secondary packaging. About 40% are still usable. I've already requested emergency production of one more batch. The ones here should be enough for now.
Okay, let's head back and talk to Yue. Yeah. That seems like a good
Molly,
idea.
Are you alright?
Thank you. I'm all right. Just take these meds back to camp.
I am definitely not ignoring the errors. I am simply in need of rest. Well then, let us reboot this process once more.
Let's grab this. Oh. I guess I gotta go to the teleport thing and deposit all my stuff before I can grab anything more. Oh, I understand. Okay. It's because of all this stuff. I will absolutely be taking the explosives, I think. Where are my explosives? There's no way I'm out of explosives. No, okay, cool. I was about to say, I had thousands. I am starting to work my way down, though. You're finally back. Patients with minor injuries are getting better, but things still aren't looking good for the severely injured. Molly messaged me that you recovered some of the meds. This is it. Let's treat the most critical patients. Thank you, Edmund. I've heard about everything. As for Molly, she was not at fault, but she must bear the cost of her impulsiveness. Yeah. Molly, is she doing okay? When she came back, she immediately turned herself in and asked for penalization. Her impulsive actions may have set a bad example, but she did it with good intentions. The UWST promoted her to a fellow crewmate, so she can continue to support the reconstruction. It's alright, actually. Most of the crew trust her. In truth, she didn't have to take the blame for the entire fiasco.
Phew.
I've already contacted Fiona. A new batch of medical supplies should be on its way. Wonderful. If you weren't around to help, I wouldn't know what to do. The UWST has always been a close partner of Endfield. We have only fulfilled our duties as a proper ally. Indeed. Now, if you'd excuse me, I need to go back to the patients. Once again, I must thank you both for your assistance. I'll see you around. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That was like a really unfortunate thing, because I get she did it with good intentions, but because she was so impulsive, a proper team couldn't go in and, you know, deal with the issue. Because, like, let's say they waited for us and she knew where the meds were and didn't try to, you know, do whatever with them. We could have gone in there and just wiped the floor with the landbreakers. I imagine it wouldn't be too much.
I never wanted to get you in this mess.
For us to, you know, deal with that.
We volunteered, Molly. Everyone knows you took the risk, blame, and fall for all of us.
But I could have done better.
We united workers make our choices together and bear the results as one.
How does it feel to be part of the crew again?
Nothing special. I've always worked with the crew. Titles and ranks mean little to us. We place greater value on skill and experience. My poor judgment got many injured, so the demotion was more like a slap on the hand. It actually gave me some relief.
You still look bothered.
Perhaps it's because I still remember vividly what I saw. Those landbreakers and their ways of life. I was too naive back then.
I can understand your choice given the situation back then.
Thank you, Endman. No matter what, I believe I've learned my lesson.
That's good, at least. Are you the Endman who saved Molly? Thank you. That's right, feeling better, Lilica? Look, I'm all better now. Endman, I want to ask something. Molly was trying to save everyone, right? She did the right thing, so why did they punish her? Her intentions were good, but her actions were wrong. So what should be the right action? Solve the problem without causing more trouble. Yeah, fair. Oh, is that from someone doing one of my jobs? Yeah, it is. It's actually kind of funny. Oh yeah, I need to make sure I get all of these. These all matter quite a bit. Okay. Of course, there's much more of these, so I could realistically buy many more. I probably will of this one. Just for a last try. Do you know if there's a continuation to the Silent Grove quest in Wuling, fixing the pillars in the forest? I don't think there's like a direct continuation. If you've gotten to the point in that quest where, let me look. Like if you're looking at it, right, and there's no more fog here, then I think you're good. And you've completed the quest. The setting up the pillars removes the fog because the whole point of the fog is that they're moving unpredictably and weirdly, right? But once you remove, once you solve the problem that's happening, then they move more predictably, and you can map the area out, if that makes sense. I'm curious about NPC Old Tianxi. She vaguely asked about the meaning of something and recognized Endman. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thought, which I think she's in the Gloomvale, which is right here. You should be able to find some documents around her if you didn't already find them. Also mentioned Terra, yes. Oh, interesting. I've apparently gotten another quest. Ode to the Oak One. Endman, are you able to come over to the Surgeon UA's clinic sometime? Grandma Jenner, she collapsed 2 days ago, still hasn't woken up. I'm scared she might just fade away. All this time, what weighed heaviest on her mind was the Great Iridium Oak. If the worst comes, she'd want to see you one last time. I get what you mean. Alright.
I think the Endman's catching some rest. Long-distance hauls can get really tiring. Let's keep it down and give the Endman some quiet time to unwind.
Endman, you're here!
Is she awake?
Not yet. Surgeon Yue said this might be caused by her oropathy.
Yes. Jenner's oropathy symptoms had been slight and minor. Her quality of life shouldn't be affected if she follows the medical regimen. But as time goes by, the originum crystals in her blood have begun to show signs of instability. One reason for this might be that she's been caring for the originum sapling for quite a while. In any case, considering her age, I'll stick with more conservative treatment options. They will at least prevent her condition from getting worse.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Well, my stockpile of medication is running low. I urgently need a new batch of medical ingredients for her treatment. Admin, can you use this list and gather some missing ingredients for me?
Sounds good.
Hey.
I don't know what the fire buckle samples are. I assume that's something over here, specific. I mean, I guess it's all over here, right? Yeah. Fire. Fire. No, what? Don't know where the fire buckle is. Where is it? Ooh, look at you. Memo, an observer. Every time I see a soul brooding in despair, someone gives up on life or humanity itself, I would bring them there. Bring them here. 2 freshly roasted fillets and 2 bottles of drinks. Nothing about life is unsurmountable. This was a place... Oh, that's funny. This is a typo, but it might be a... That's the thing, it might be an in-lore typo. I have no idea. This was a place covered in hills just over 20 years ago. We detonated the Great Iridium Oak to destroy Asteron. This action of ours created the gash upon the land. People talk about Asteron with fear. I don't. The incident revealed the power of humanity to me. Fuck. Well, I have a new investigation, I guess. Oh, that's cool. Look. The incident revealed the power of humanity to me, though I've spent years talking about this to countless individuals. Only the Lupo girl who just arrived 2 days ago understood the gist. Now that one has a great future ahead of her. So she's, that's Rossi. Dying child.
Hey.
Fire buckle. I guess weirdly enough, I could have just done this the whole time, couldn't I? I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't, so. Huh. I'm also blind. Hello, chest. I didn't see you there. You are literally right next to where I walk around a lot. So, that's a little bit, interesting. Should be enough, much appreciated.
Will Granny be alright?
We'll have to wait for her to come around first. I don't think I can give you a good diagnosis before that happens.
Jenner! Granny Jenner, you're awake! Oh, thank Talos. Are you feeling okay?
A fellow crewmate? Who are you? Why am I here?
Granny? Don't you recognize me? I'm Alia.
Alia? I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I don't really know you. Did we meet before? One more thing. I'm not one who's easily offended when people talk about age, girl. But you seem just a few years younger than me. Calling me Granny is stretching things a bit, wouldn't you say?
Is the infinite jump fixed? I can't do it anymore. I don't know. I never tried to do it, to be honest. I was tempted because the zipline placements were interesting, but I didn't really worry about it too much. What's happening right now? It's oropathy-related amnesia.
It's my first time in a situation like this as well.
Endmin, when did you arrive? Why didn't anybody tell me about you being here? If I had known you were coming, I would have prepared a report on the recent status of the Great Oak. Oh well, I guess I'll have to take you to the oak myself. We've got to show you all the tender, loving care we gave to the tree you planted.
You know me.
Are you trying to pull my leg, Endmin? Everyone who took part in the Originium cultivation project knows you. I even shook your hand on behalf of our entire crew on the very day you planted the Great Oak. Ah, what's happening? I feel so woozy. Maybe it's because I stayed up too late last night. No matter. Your visit is always a rare occasion, Endmin. I've got to take you there and show you the Great Oak.
You can rest. I'll be staying for a bit.
Fine. Since you put it that way, Endmin, I guess I'll rest my eyes for a bit. Just a little bit.
It's best to let her rest, Endman. We should talk about this outside.
Yeah, this is very rough.
Wait, Surgeon Yue. Are you saying that Granny Jenner isn't just suffering from simple memory loss, but that her memories have regressed to 20 years ago?
That's correct. According to her reactions and her dialogue with the Endman, this diagnostic might be the most likely.
Sloppy, if that's a spoiler, you will be banished for 10,000 years. No spoiling. If it's a joke, it's fine, but... then can she remember things from the past?
I am uncertain about that. Perhaps she will remember everything tomorrow, but there's also a chance that...
Looks like I gotta hit you with that hammer then. Look, if it is a spoiler, I'll let it off once, but just once. Do not, even if it's a side quest, don't spoil anything that I've not played. In fact, I'd prefer if spoilers in general were not brought up at all unless I brought them up, if that makes sense. For just this story period. Because I don't know who might be watching. Someone might tune into this and this might be their first experience with the game. So. Also a chance it'll stay this way.
That is a possibility we cannot rule out.
How could this happen?
Oh, one more thing. Based on similar cases I've read about, and considering her current condition, we'd best avoid exposing her to overly strong or shocking stimuli. Especially psychological stimuli, which include...
The fact that the Great Originium Oak is no longer around. Yeah, that would be pretty shocking. But yes, what do you call it? If... what do you say? Yeah, like if you want to ask what I think about a certain story, that's fine. And then that opens up the opportunity for me to either be like, hey, I'm going to talk about this, spoilers, or not. But yeah. The fact that the Great Originium Oak is no longer around. There we go.
Granny Jenner has
Why are you
always
saying
been
bruh?
emotionally attached to the Great Originium Oak. She was among the ones who proposed raising the sapling many years ago.
Yeah. Granny always loved telling us stories about the Great Oak. She's been really affected and so sad about its destruction.
Indeed. We would be wise to keep her from learning about this incident. Otherwise, the results might not be good.
But the Great Oak's no longer around. We can't simply come up with a huge tree for Granny.
Only I could remember.
This is no cause for pessimism. Let's figure out ways to cover things up. Patients with such conditions often suffer patchy memories. They may experience certain cognitive issues as well, and tend to focus on matters that they really care about, or obviously conflicted with their memories. If we can divert Granny Jenner's attention and alleviate the cognitive dissonance she experiences, we might be able to turn things around.
Got it. That means we gotta give Granny a show, right? A show that makes her feel that everything is the same as before?
We should start setting things up right now.
Yes.
This sounds fun.
Immediately. We should try to seal the roads to the Cradle of the Ages. And one more thing. Patients with memory age regression may experience sudden episodes of paranoia. We need to respond and improvise accordingly, and do our best to avoid triggering her.
Surgeon Yue, something bad has happened. The patient in bed 12 has gone missing.
Bed 12?
Right.
Isn't that Granny's bed?
Also, is she being called medical staff, or is that not Mary? I guess they just look similar, but she's just a nurse. It's interesting.
Tweety Bomb, stay frosty and no slacking.
Oh, set aside the prep work for now. The most important thing right now is to locate her. Quickly, I'll join you in the search. Leave finding Jenner to Ollie and me. Okay, I understand, Edmund. I'll find a few crewmates to work something out and seal the connected roads. We'll get in touch with you if anything new happens. Alright. I feel like she'll go over here. Maybe it's just me.
Yes, one
I knew it.
butterfowl. And if you've got some gherkins, that'd be perfect. Impossible. I just had it yesterday.
But I've never made butterfowl before. Miss Jenner, maybe you've remembered it wrong.
I remembered it wrong?
Yeah, the chef. He's new here. He's not very familiar with our menu.
That explains why I don't really know his face. Hmm? When did you arrive, Endman? Are you here to check on the Great Oak?
I'm actually here for lunch as well.
Is that so? Well, you better not miss our local special, butterfowl. It's something I get almost every week. But our new chef here knows nothing about this signature food of ours. I call it a lapse of professionalism.
Hold on, I got something to verify with you.
Me? Oh, okay. That actually happened? Don't worry, Endman. If it's Miss Jenner, I'll do anything I can to help.
When is paying administrator time to be played?
You seriously don't know how to make butterfowl?
When all the story's
It sounds
done.
like something that Granny Jenner really wants.
Making butterfowl was too much hassle, so we removed it from the menu quite a while back. I tried it once when I was a boy, but I've never made it myself. But if we could get a list of ingredients, it might help me make the dish from my memories.
So, why don't we ask Granny Jenner? She might know something.
Yeah, she said she ate butterfowl every week.
Huh? Granny Jenner had that every week? Oh, and then now I'm curious about what butterfowl tastes like.
Oh my gosh.
Once Uncle Ronan makes it, maybe we could try some too.
Imagine they re-added them to the menu just for her. Stupid. Oh, there she is. How's it going, Emma? May I remind about what to order? I'm interested in butterfowl. Really? I like it too. Oh, I didn't like... Okay. I even took some time to read about it. Once we're done taking care of the Great Oak, I plan on making some myself. Oh, you know how to make this dish? Of course, I memorized the entire recipe. You gotta get the ingredients first. Fowl drumsticks, canned tomatoes, curry powder, butter, thick cream. I knew it. I knew it was butter chicken. It's just fowl. It's literally butter chicken, by the way. If you ever had that before. I've not. I've seen it and it looked really good, but I've not actually gotten to eat it before. I might want to make it at some point. But I've never made a curry, so I don't know if I'd get like the right like consistency and flavor profile. But hey, who knows? Sounds like about the same as roast fowl. I think I can make a dish based on what she said. Awesome. But we need canned tomatoes. Can you get a few cans for us? Definitely, I can. Right, I'll look after Granny Edmund. We're counting on you.
Yo, I just thought of a joke. Anyone want to hear it? Oh. Hey, a little reaction, please.
Collect the ingredients, which should be right over here. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I don't mind the more feminine looking hangman, but I don't know. I just like how the dude looks a lot, personally. Why are you stupid? Yeah, it says collect ingredients. I need to find canned tomatoes, but oh, it's just sitting here? That's really funny.
Oh, we're so committed. Fingers crossed for a bonus.
Edmund? Is that you?
What? What's up, bro?
Hi.
Evan, why are you here? Are you doing patrol duty? You explain Jenner's situation to Metve. What, memory age regression? Of 20 years by Talos. This is even crazier than that novel I was just reading yesterday. Well, if it's about Granny Jenner, I'll do anything I can to help. That seems like a common theme here. When I first arrived at the mining camp, she told me all sorts of things about the Cradle of the Ages. Her stories taught me why we still defend this place. Whenever I find myself in a fix or trouble, I think about the blood, sweat, and tears that Granny Jenner and the other veterans poured into this place. I remind myself not to give up, and I grit my teeth and endure. Now it is time for me to repay her kindness. Edmund, count me in as part of your plan. Welcome aboard, my man. Let's head back together.
Hey.
I didn't have ziplines when I did this quest, so it took me about 45 minutes, mostly running. Oh, I see, I see.
No, we'll need a bigger crew to make that happen. Gotta come up with another plan.
Oh, are they planning the blockade?
Where can we find a crewmate with strong biceps and welding expertise?
I've got your man.
If only we had Matvey here. But he's got patrol duty today, and from what I know about his die-hard sense of duty, he probably won't be around till dinner time.
I've got him.
Hack. Luther. You looking for me?
Matvey? Did you actually end your shift ahead of schedule?
Perhaps we found some form of telepathic resonance that brought him here to us?
Stop making things up. I'm here because I met the Endmen. Wait. Are you building the barricade for blocking the road?
Exactly. You've heard about Granny Jenner, right? Granny looked after everyone. Not just the younger crewmates like us, but even my dad and his crew.
Tons of people volunteered when
What
they
happened
heard
to the
that Granny Jenner
widescreen
needed
stream?
help.
It should still be up.
Surgeon Yue said he was only expecting a few volunteers.
Let me look.
But from what I'm seeing, nearly everyone in the camp is involved already.
It is still up. The widescreen stream is totally fine. And yes, anything is worth it for Jenner. You seem to have immense respect for her.
Yeah. Granny's like one of the first UWST crewmates assigned to Valley 4. My Grams often talked about her. How she devoted almost her entire youth to building the mining camp and carrying out the Originium cultivation project.
You could even say that everyone who still lives in the camp has benefited from Granny's help in one way or another. Nobody's going to just stand around and do nothing if Granny's in trouble.
Same here. We should focus on finishing the roadworks first. Tell me about your problem. I'll see if I can do something about it.
I guess you found something you can help with.
Yeah. I wanted to see Granny Jenner first, but completing these roadworks seems more important and practical. Go on ahead and talk to Granny before anything else happens, Endman.
There we go. Yeah, I was just checking to make sure that
Hey. I am definitely not ignoring the errors.
the widescreen was
I am
working properly.
simply in need of rest. Well then, let us reboot this process once more.
Just skip a little some. Yeah, I'm technically gonna end up closer. Much closer, actually. Found the canned tomatoes. Submit the canned
Great.
tomatoes. Lovely.
We now have all the ingredients. Leave the rest to me.
All right, sounds good.
Isn't this butterfowl? And I thought you told me that you never made it before.
Well?
You remembered it wrong. He actually made this before.
See? It's just what I said. Butterfowl is an essential menu item for every UWST chef.
How does it taste?
This is pretty decent. But I can't help but feel that something is missing.
Spice mix is off?
Well, this is usually the time when the station starts playing songs by the Bretts.
Oh
But
my gosh.
where's the music? Why is it so quiet? I'm really not used to this.
Maybe there's a technical malfunction in the station.
That makes sense, Endmin. Bet that's exactly what happened. I truly wish someone gets it fixed quickly. And I hope you get to appreciate the Bretts before I take you to the Great Oak.
Envin, Aaliyah, how are you holding up? And how is Jenner? Surgeon Yue, do you know where to get a vinyl by the Bretts? I think Granny Jenner really wants to listen to their songs. Vinyl? Let me think. Old John might know. He's in charge of the old depot by the camp. Maybe he managed the vinyls as well. Try asking him. You should be able to find him near the old depot. Okay. It's interesting how some things are voice acted and some aren't for the side quests. I've heard that that's also true in other translations as well, so it seems like it's like an intentional decision.
Yo, I just thought of a joke. Anyone want to hear it?
Edmund, Surgeon Yue told me about everything. I can't believe Jenner is suffering from a condition like that. Ooh, gotta say, the Bretts is the collective memory of our generation. The radios couldn't stop playing their songs back then. But after the Great Oak was gone, nobody was in the mood to listen to their songs anymore. While I was cleaning the shelves in the old depot, I found a couple of vinyls that came out when the band was active. They're still on the rack not too far from here. Help yourselves and look through them. Okay, cool. Every old person in Enfield is OP lol, like the willing Tinshi and the Granny Quarry? Maybe. This one, it's a vinyl from Lepa Band. I think it's the aspect of, like, once they get to that age, it's like, damn, you have to have something up with you in this world. You know what I mean? Like, between Oropathy and, like, the Angoloi and all the Landbreakers and all this stuff, it seems like people don't make it very, very far. I think I heard their songs before. Oh yeah, my mom loves the Lepa. But the Lepas disbanded the same year they detonated the Great Oak. Ooh, that's rough. Emden, look, check out the label on the shelf. We should be able to find some vinyls from the Bretts here. Wait, it's empty. Did someone take them away? The drag marks on the shelf look pretty fresh. Did you try to say the person who took the vinyls isn't too far away? We should chase them down. Am I going to be able to track? Oh, I don't even have to do anything. Okay. Ah, the wonders of having zip lines. Agree and respect, indeed.
Hey.
This is not food. We got cheated. Cheated!
How did they even get into the camp? What?
The noise! It's too loud! This ain't normal.
TikTok. Showtime. Bet you love it.
This is gonna be loud.
Let's flip the world. Get ice. Who wants to? Ready to blast. Let's get icy. One more shot. FYI, I'm also quite the combat expert.
Do this. Warning from regard. Don't let me catch anyone trying to bike jump these cliffs again. Young and daring, eh? I'll hang out to dry from a crane arm. A healthy serving of Valley Wind will cool you down. Jeez. Thank goodness the player and the vinyls are alright. I didn't expect young Granny to be a fan of such happy, bubbly music. Edmund, perhaps UWST back then wasn't like what I imagined. I'm gonna real quick handle this while I'm here.
You can't escape. Sanitize the corruption. Yeah. We've got more holes than this. One fireworks for you. Power shot. Go, Rusty.
Expect that to be quite a bit more. I expect there to be more resistance, honestly. Hi Moose, welcome.
Ant-Man, you found the vinyls?
That's Afternoon by the Bretts. It's the song that made me a fan of theirs. Time sure flies. Almost a decade has passed since they went their separate ways.
Endman, where are you? We need you at the northwestern gate of the camp. Granny Jenner is...
Enough with your nonsense. I was not informed. Why can't I get through? I'm the lead of the Great Originium Oak Tending Crew. No one has any right to stop me.
No, we aren't trying to stop you. But we need to complete this construction job.
Edmund, we must head over there right now. Matt Babe won't be able to stall Granny Jenner.
There you go.
Nobody's lying to you. We're really trying.
I'm not convinced. You let me through right now. I will not have anyone delay my work for today.
We might not be convincing enough, but what about...
Endman? Why would the Endman be here, you little...
Oh, I'm standing right behind her. He's not lying, Jenner.
Endman? You're really here? Am I dreaming?
She keeps forgetting.
So, we really have to block this road? Endman, nothing's happened to the Great Oak, right?
Great Oak goes alright, but I need to make a few changes to it.
Oh, so that's why.
So did you get Yvonne weapon yet? No.
I won't be seeing the Great Oak today. Well, since the Endman has put it that way, then I suppose I'll just go there tomorrow.
Alrighty.
Of course. Tomorrow. We'll definitely see the Great Oak tomorrow, Miss Jenner. And every one of us will be joining you.
And yeah, no weapon yet, but I have a dupe of Yvonne.
She's asleep now. Thanks for everything you did today. As for tomorrow, maybe Granny will get better. She might even wake up fully healed. You can't say for sure, right?
Alrighty. Yeah, like, I could pull more on the banner, but I don't want to. I want to instead focus on trying to make sure that I'm... What's the right word? I'm trying to think of it properly, but I'm basically just trying to make sure that I am saving up enough draws, because I want to pull for Rossi and Bangy. If I have to pick between the two of them, though, I'm picking Fangy. Not wasting it. Yeah. Not wasting more barrel, basically. Because, for example, right? Let's say I go to, like, it goes to, like, Rossi's banner. If Rossi's banner should be within 3 banners of the end of Yvonne's, which means that for the Arsenal exchange, her weapon will still be in rotation. And because, frankly, my favorite character in the game right now is Yvonne, I would like to pull her weapon. Because I want my Yvonne to be as built as possible. So I will prioritize it over other weapons. Like, even if I pulled for Rossi the character, I will be more satisfied giving her a battle pass weapon than a signature if I have to. Versus Yvonne, I would not be very satisfied with doing that. It's not a huge damage increase or anything. Like, I think it's like a difference of, for my current weapon, it's a difference of like 20%. But for the battle pass weapon, it's a difference of like maybe 9 or 10%. Right? Because I think it's like Navigator is the one you want to grab for her. But realistically, there's not really like much in the way of problems for that.
Over here, Endman. Oh.
Yeah. The Navigator is second best for her in terms of DPS, so it's best to save. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm not trying to say it's the best. I'm just saying that. So I have a question. Is her weapon will stay if the next banner comes out? Yes. So if you notice, if you pay attention to like the way that the Arsenal exchange changes, you'll notice that there's the smelting forge issue still. This is Lava Tain's weapon, and it's still in until the end of Yvonne's banner. Does that make sense? So it stayed to the end of Lava Tain's banner, then it stayed for 2 full banners after that. Right? So sorry, it's not 3 after. It's 3 including it. It stays for the total time of a month and a half. 6 weeks, right? So assuming that after Tong Tong is Rossi, then it'll be fine. My only concern right now is we don't have like an actual release map. I'm just pretty certain from what I've heard that it's going to be Tong Tong and then Rossi. If that is the case, I will wait until I'm pulling on Rossi's banner before I make sure I guarantee Yvonne's weapon. Though, keep in mind, depending on how my pulls go for Yvonne's stuff, right? I have 4 guaranteed pulls for the from her login event that I'll be getting over the next few days. And once I get to that point, I'll hit the urgent recruitment because I intentionally pulled just a 10 pull so that I could trigger that, because realistically the Arsenal tickets are harder to get than it is to hit pity for a character. In terms of like, how do I put it? It depends on your luck, but if you have really bad luck, which sometimes I tend to do so, it's good to have some extra Arsenal tickets. Am I gonna push it to 60? No. I'm not. But at the very least, I will put that forth. That way I have 4 pulls, then, 10, so 14 total. Then, on top of that, when Tong Tong comes out, I don't remember if her name is Tang Tang or Tong Tong. I feel like I remember being Tong, but I might be wrong. But if, I'll get an extra 10 pulls on that. Yeah, is she really gatekeep weapon banner to balance out the operator banner? Yeah, which I think is pretty much fine, because there's a free way to get the battle pass weapon. And the battle pass weapon is second best, and it's not like a really, really wide difference, you know what I mean? Like, realistically, when you get their signature, you're getting like 10% extra damage in a specific ideal scenario for the weapon. What that really means is it's probably less than a 10% damage difference overall, once you combine every factor. So, in my opinion, like, it's completely fine for it to be a bit harder to get the weapon guaranteed. You also have a pretty good shot of getting the weapon anyway. 4% drop rate, 1%, 1% chance to pull it, you know what I mean? Like a 25% chance every time you get that, versus character banner, 0.8% chance to get a 6-star, which means technically it's only a 0.4% chance that you get the character you want until pity. Versus the weapon, it's a 1% chance every pull to get the character you want until pity. Significantly better odds. Like, you are what, 2.5 times more likely? Ish? No, literally 2.5. Yeah, you are 2.5 times more likely to get the weapon you want rather than the character from a singular, a pull. Or in this case, from a 10 pull of each. Just through sheer odds. So, I'm not really too dissatisfied with that. The only people who come across that issue are people who somehow end up with, like, mathematically the worst luck possible. But yes, so... Where's this? Okay, so we've got a couple of these. There are a bunch of these too. Not gonna lie. I think a robot's dream is good. I feel like this is the one that had like a bunch of this referenced a bunch of SOS robots, right? I feel like that would give me a lot of puzzles to do, which would be fun. Also, I have some things, some IRL stuff I'll need to handle.
What happened, Ingro?
The Wheeling one is a great puzzle, by the way.
Endfield
Okay, I didn't
friends.
quite understand it.
Oh, wonderful. You've arrived quickly enough to help us out. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad help has arrived. Mr. Goody Two-Shoes can't do anything without his Enfielder friends. All he cares about is procedure or evidence.
An internal audit is not to be trifled with. Professor Crow was the one who asked us to contact Enfield for a better and more thorough investigation. You know why they have to be here.
Hold on. What are your exact disagreements?
How to carry out the task at hand. Officially, they called it an investigation into recent instances of professional negligence. But more and more of the crewmates have guessed what we're really after.
Of course they know what's going on. I don't think anyone believes the Bone Crushers got lucky when they invaded the power plateau. They definitely had inside help.
So, just to explain the points here. They're conducting an audit and an internal investigation. Why would they bring Enfield? Because a third party that is an ally, but is still a third party and is not directly involved in the organization, and is also trustworthy, is the, like, best group you can have to perform an internal audit. And you would normally have this, like, for example, right, let's say if you were to do it financially, you would have them perform an investigation prior to, like, an actual, like, government investigation, for example, just to make sure your records are clean and everything looks all right. That way, even if there is some stuff going on, usually they'll get help in either hiding it, dealing with it on their own prior to getting the government involved, or like all sorts of stuff. Basically just to make it so that they're as well as prepared as possible. Here it seems more like we are actually conducting the investigation, or at least we are assisting them in conducting the investigation itself, because they're looking for a mole. They're looking for someone who's leaking information, who's helping the Bone Crushers, right?
It's natural to arrive at such conclusions, but I need to see some proper evidence to conclude this investigation.
Investigation? Forget it. The way you're handling it, you're practically waiting for the criminals to step forward and own up.
Oh, so you're trying to dig around for traitors? Do you already have someone in mind?
I did my homework, and I've got my eyes set on 2 suspects.
So why aren't you doing anything? These criminals are still running free in Valley 4.
Professor Crow has told us repeatedly to step lightly and act with caution. He also reminded us that the operation must be seen as fair and credible by the entire crew. This is why we'll need your help in this investigation.
What should we do, Endman?
I hate that white-haired NPC for the side quest. Yeah, I don't like her either. I don't know why. I assumed that UWST was like a government organization, or at least was a company that was very professional. So her behaving this way makes me think she just doesn't know what an audit is. Which would be really, really bad to have her even involved with this if she doesn't know what that is. In my opinion. Forward me the profiles of the 2 suspects.
Awesome. I'll
Yeah.
sync your terminals with the files.
She might have no idea
We must
what.
act quickly.
Really
We
naive
can't
for
let the
UWST
traitors stay
crewman.
one step
Indeed,
ahead of
yeah.
us.
All right, my Enfielder friend.
She's very. It seems like she's very
Valley
self-righteous.
Four rests upon your shoulders. You have my sincere thanks in advance.
Like, I would expect more for her
Both of
position.
them look super suspicious to me. How should we begin?
Yulia's post is very sensitive, but Georgie seems suspicious too.
Guess there's really a whole lot of point of running when I can just teleport over. Funnily enough. We must restore the comms channels. Primary priority is identifying sources of interference. All data must be sent directly to the Reconstruction HQ during using the emergency procedure. Greetings, are you free right now? Endman, and your team is here. Okay, let's go talk somewhere else. I That's my zipline. Igor told me it's about Yulia, right? I hope this is a misunderstanding. We joined UWST in the same crew. The two of us have worked together for almost a decade. Almost a decade? That means she's one of your technical leads, right? It goes without saying that Yulia is a skilled technician, but she's too much of a loner. Most work in the UWST requires us to function as a proper crew. The communications support department gave Yulia a chance, but she tried to solo the job and screwed up. She took it very badly and even claimed that someone was out to get her. I'm not trying to defend Yulia, but she's convinced the rest of the crew is ostracizing her. I heard her complain a lot. Sometimes when she got a little too tipsy, she'd start blabbering nonsense. She even said something about working for the enemy. Even then, I found that hard to believe. Okay, well, but you don't have to worry about anything from me. I'll be completely open. I'll tell you everything I know. Has Yulia been acting strange lately? Her shift hours look normal. Call contents look clean, but she accessed the Valley 4 long-range radio logs just a few days before the attack. I reviewed the logs and found that all comm records within a certain time frame are missing. She deleted something, and I lost my trail. Comm records, did she delete them manually? That's really sus. Yeah, and it was a really clean removal. They can't even restore the data. Do you still have the terminal carrying the long-range radio logs? The admin can probably restore the data. Great, I do have that terminal. Follow me. Yes. Let's show that I am basically Originium technology man.
This is the terminal, admin. Got any solutions for data restoration?
My solution is to put blocks together. Let's go. Let me get this straight. I need... Wait. If I'm understanding this correctly, what piece can possibly do this? Oh, I guess this one, right? I have to do it like this. So that means this is the only way this piece can go. There's no other possible way, which is restrictive for the rest of these. Yeah, cool. All right. Nice little tree. Finding out that that piece could only go in one possible way was really helpful.
This is just a walk in the park.
Yeah, let's go. It's been restored. Reconstructing and cache documents and files. There, that's the comm records. These logs, the data volume is way too high. Something is sent every evening over the course of several days. Call destinations are not in Valley 4. They're nodes outside the region. Data packs were sent within a special audio adaptive frequency jumping technology. Such detection avoidance measures. Can we access the call contents? No, they've been encrypted. Data structure is complex and not included in any standard protocol. This wasn't the first time she used it. That means she's super sus. We can't jump to conclusions yet. The problem is, Yulia likely knows that someone's been looking at the terminal. We probably won't get any new evidence out of it. We should go look for her right away. An honest face-to-face is our only solution. Yulia's gone to explore another site, but she can be back by tomorrow. I'll take you to her. Okay. So what is it, like, assume that it's the next day now? Dimitri, where'd you go? Your demolition crew is running all over the place looking for you. How could you leave your post in a moment like this? I don't understand why they made you the one in charge. This one here is the administrator of Enfield Industries. This is Supervisor Broca, and that one is Operator Chen. They've got a few questions for you. For me, I'm just an ordinary technician. What could I do? Did you mess things up again? Are you forcing me to take the blame? I've seen this way too often, Dimitri. Stop putting it like that. Cooperate with the investigation. It'll help you and the UWST as well. Big investigation? Me? I've slogged this backwater for 8 friggin' years through storm and rain. I even soloed that signal outage and fixed it. But now when the blight hits the fan, you decide to blame me for everything. I guess pinning everything on Yulia is our latest rule. Then you better explain this. Right before the attack, you made multiple calls to an unregistered comms node outside Valley 4. Your calls are also fully encrypted. What do you have to say about this? That's my private call. How dare you flip through my records? Did the Security Bureau authorize this search? You really think I'd betray the UW? Forget things much? You didn't even know how to use a terminal OS back then. Guess who taught you that? And now you're biting the hands that helped you. Edmund, Originium Power reminds me of Generation Rex. That is similar to nanotech. True, yeah. I'm not here to argue. I'll keep it simple. Undo the encryptions and improve your innocence. I refuse. What'd you say? I'm Yulia, a comms technician stationed at Valley 4 facility of the United Worker Syndicates of Talos 2. I served the Valley for 8 years and 6 months, and I didn't even run for it when the crisis hit us. And now you want me to prove my innocence without bringing any hard evidence to the table. I don't think she understands what hard evidence is. Encrypted logs on a secure line, at least from my understanding, it doesn't seem like those logs are supposed to be encrypted, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that that is considered, that's not like circumstantial evidence. That's, oh, here's hard evidence of you communicating with a force outside of Valley 4 during an extremely sensitive time right before an attack happened. I'll be real, most governments on the planet, at least in the modern day, she would already be in a prison, like straight up. Because, I mean, she's working on what is the equivalent of like a forward, you know, military base and research center, right? Like, this is extremely sensitive possible information, and she is now encrypting it and refusing to decrypt it. I don't think questioning her further would work. So it seems like they're more, like, trying to really step lightly. So apologies, I may have messed everything up. At least we require the comms log. Angro will have plenty of materials to analyze for a while. I'll help decrypt the call contents, but this might take some time. Yulia, your duties have been suspended as we wait for the results. This isn't about you. We're doing this for the safety of Valley 4. Ah, that's a nice way to put it. Unfortunately, I'm very much aware that nobody in this blighted place would defend me. I don't know if she's done anything wrong, but her unwillingness to, like, work with us is definitely not helping at all. She's being extremely antagonistic. Regardless of how she thinks other people feel about her, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't seem like this Dimitri person has done anything directly to her yet. That might prove to change later. And, certainly the Endman hasn't. So I'm sitting here like, what is the reason for being so difficult other than just trying to make our jobs harder? I'll leave it in your good hands. Roger that.
Yulia didn't resist her arrest. Perhaps we should look into the other suspect first. His name is Georgie, right? He's somewhere near the Originium power plant. We can't let him get away.
Well, I don't know if he's gonna be trying to run, but... This batch isn't really big. I can keep my eyes on it alone. The reconstruction HQ is way too busy anyways. Getting a drink? Mr. Crow said delivery and receiving must be verified and validated by 2 departments. All records must be properly taken and no skipping of the procedure. But this will slow things down. When I handled the level 3 stashes, we get on with it. Complete the supplies delivery and receiving form. And remember, the form is a triplicate. Who's Georgie, the one in charge of logging the records? That would be me. Do we have a problem here? We are. I'm Perlica, supervisor of Enfield Industries. This is the administrator and operator Chen. We're here because the UWSD commissioned us to investigate internal acts of professional negligence during the Valley 4 incursion. When the Landbreakers attacked Valley 4, frequent counts of abnormal records and missing supplies were found in the stashes you managed. Care to explain why? What, I don't know. Maybe something was wrong with the system. System error might help explain the accounting issues, but what about the missing supplies? I don't think that was caused by system errors. Well, maybe I allocated stuff to the wrong stash. There are just too many stash locations in the power plateau. The procedure is also a mess. Maybe I remembered and punched the numbers wrong. Okay, take us to the place where you made your mistakes. Oh, okay, follow me.
I usually allocate the supplies here. We've more than a dozen. Several dozen supply trucks going in and out of this place on a daily basis. I'm the only authorized crewmate in the stash location. Too much work on my hands, so I guess I make mistakes at times. Here's all the stuff we have. I, got a look at the logs. Good luck.
He's very, very nervous. Which is a red flag.
The only authorized crewmate? He's lying. I see more than one set of footprints here. The other set of footprints seems shallower and smaller in size. I guess a lady was involved. The footprints ended here. And are these tread marks? Fiona, can you apply for access to nearby monitoring facilities?
No problem. Mr. Crow shared his authority level with us for this investigation. Found it.
Nice.
Monitoring logs for these facilities are stored at a local terminal. I've sent its location to you.
Sounds good to me. Alright, so I feel the terminal right here. Repair. Let's see. Very similar situation to last time, except this time, nope, it's gonna be the exact same. I'm probably also making a tree this time, if I had to assume. So it's gonna be something like this, right? Yeah, okay. That was very predictable. It seems like this mission likes trees.
Enmin, I've acquired the encrypted local monitoring log. I'm sending it to the SOW for analysis.
Security surveillance file analysis. Recipient unknown. Below is the summary of the security surveillance content. Monitoring video feed showed UWST stock redistributor Georgie making repeated unauthorized nighttime entries into the storage depot, and no inventory documentation was found in the moved materials. He has one confirmed contact with an unregistered gray truck in the east sector at what is it? It's 01. Well, I guess 141. The truck was assembled from scrapped vehicles and not found under Alliance registry. This truck was spotted near the bridge approach camp after the incursion of Valley 4. Landbreakers were observed unloading unquantified supplies. UWST operator Artyom was confirmed with 3 instances of hijacking transport vehicles at nighttime. The destination is near Landbreaker activity zones. Cargo manifests were unregistered. Vehicle ID unknown. Full alert, or I guess redacted. Full alert has been issued to the United Workers Syndicates of Talos 2. Cross analysis recommended. Analyst redacted. That seems like hard evidence. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Yeah, because that's a Landbreaker truck. Okay.
The bridge approach camp? We finally found the trail. The
I guess I should let them talk
actions of
first.
this Artyom seem rather suspicious as well. We should remind Anchor to keep his eyes on him. We've already synced the SOW findings to the UWST. I guess we can take a look at the bridge approach camp first.
Yeah, I could get the hair pretty easily. I guess I should probably just handle some of this stuff, shouldn't I?
You can't escape gravity! Yeah!
Damn, that's unfortunate.
Power, let's flip the world! Take off and stretch your leg.
This is gonna be loud.
Yeah! Get ice, Endfield! And let's get icy! Power shot! Analyzing. One more shot! My prayer has Veritas be with you. Get ice! Victory is ours!
There you go.
Time for a selfie! This triumph deserves a real party.
Let's get this guy.
Ooh, back to my old game. Tick-tock. One more shot. Bet you love it. Yay.
Holy ultimate, by the way.
Get ice, Endfield. Cozy up with gravity. Logic yields to none. Let's get a passion supercharged. Hey. Hi.
Something.
Ooh, back to my old game, huh? I wish you the best. Yeah. Simmer down. Ready to blast. Have fun. Power. Awesome. Can we do it again? Point. Power shot. They show lethal intent. Here you go. Stick together.
We need to try a couple of different teams with this one, just because I want to see what the differences are. I know, to be honest, Yvonne's team I like a lot, not because it's like the best, but because all of the characters that she alternates with are characters I like. New account? No. I don't believe so. Same account as usual. I'm doing side quests. So.
Ooh, back to my old gig, huh?
Right
I
past these
wish
guys.
you the best of fortune.
Oh, am I not able to? Huh. I guess it's just not gonna let me continue until these guys are out. Odd. Sort now.
Victory is ours. Time for a selfie.
Yes, no?
Yep. We totally couldn't have done it without you.
Huh. That's a little confusing, because it says scan for the missing items. Oh, are they inside of here? No, I'm still confused. Okay. Cool. This is where the trail ends. I mean, I highly doubt it's the sentry tower. It looks like it's in here, but I don't see anything.
Hey.
Or... no, because it's from this point. It's not going that way. Yeah, how odd. Feel a little dumb. Am I missing something? Is there something that's supposed to be here that isn't? Do I have to climb up on top of this? Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like there's anything extra up there. Don't want to get stuck, I'll tell you that much.
There are a few canned provisions
Oh,
here.
okay.
Made in Trick Lava. These would be the missing UWST supplies.
Cool. I too got confused with this. I forgot what it is. It's just because I was scanning, but I wasn't scanning while I guess standing directly in front of the box. Because it was pointing like in the container, and I scanned while in the container, but it just wasn't triggering anything. So I thought I was scanning the wrong place, and I was, but I assumed the range would be bigger, so I kept trying to scan outside. But no, it was fine.
This ain't normal.
A wayward fallen one roams nearby. My staff shall grieve for them.
Georgie, why are you sneaking around? What are you doing? Oh, it's getting pretty late. I just got off my shift. No one's going anywhere until the investigation is over. Well, you're still here? I thought the investigation ended already. What do you think? This stash looks pretty tidy, right? Yes, when compared to LB camps filled with UWST supplies. Wow, what? Oh, come on, Edmund, you can't be serious. We found evidence of the supplies going missing from the stash. Want to try explaining that? Or are you trying to say that you actually saw we have acquired the monitoring logs for evidence? I don't know anything, I swear. I admit that I'm a little short on money. She found me first. She said the operation would be completely waterproof. Who is she? A landbreaker? No, she's not. She calls herself a go-between with a small business. Anyone looking for some quick bucks on the side would talk to her. I just gave her canned provisions that were about to expire. I never knew she would give them to the LBs. One more question, Artyom. Have you talked to him before? Artyom? He's an old veteran of the trucking crew. He's got way more years than him. I know him, but was he involved in this delivery of yours? I don't know. I really don't know. The only one I talked to is that go-between. I'm in the dark about anything else. Edmund, you gotta believe me. I'm not a traitor, I just made a mistake. Well, good luck convincing Ingro. Yep. Yeah.
Dang it, that Georgie didn't tell us anything useful. Even till the very end.
Team,
That's what you gotta scare
I found
him.
info on Artyom. He's a UWST trucker working at Valley 4. He's currently assigned to support the Reconstruction HQ, and that specific truck is now sitting in the United parking lot.
Understood. We'll head over right away.
How did I somehow miss this? I guess I have to jump over and...
This is the truck. Same numbers as we saw in the monitoring log.
Hey, where did Artyom go? I thought he agreed to have a drink after the delivery.
He wasn't looking too well today. You did invite him, but I don't think he'll show up. Let's just go ahead without him.
Wait. Okay. An Yvonne enjoyer in his natural habitat. Sirthos, you want to know my better natural habitat? I pulled 12 times on her banner when trying to get pulls for the weapon. I guaranteed her. Well, not guaranteed her, but like I got her. I won the 50-50. So potential 1 Yvonne, which means I don't really care about the combat increase, but I got art that I could put in my Dejong, which is cool. Nice. Figured you'd go for her hard. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really, like, going for her hard. I'm not too worried about, like, getting, like, another copy or anything. In fact, I wasn't really too worried about getting, a copy to begin with. I was like, oh, it would be nice if I did, but I'm only gonna go 30 draws in. Which means I'm only gonna spend 10 of my own, because I got the dossier. And then there's the 10 they give you for free. And I was only planning on using those 2, then putting 10 more in, so I'd get extra arsenal tickets from the bonus 10 you get after 30. That's basically my only goal there, is I was trying to optimize the amount of arsenal tickets I'd get from the ore barrel I spent.
Excuse me. Is there a trucker named Artyom here?
Supervisor Perlica? And you brought your team. I'm the leader of this trucking crew. Artyom is usually assigned to our team. Why are you looking for him?
Won't be easy looking for Artyom. Recently, he's just been disappearing right after his shift, and avoiding people for the rest of the day.
But his truck drove out of the parking
Very
lot
suspicious.
last night. During the curfew, actually.
Impossible. All delivery jobs are scheduled during the day. I would even switch off vehicle access for the night.
Artyom was the one who taught you how to lock down the vehicles, right? I bet he's got the same authorization. Don't forget, he's the oldest guy in the crew. What are you after, really? Is he involved in that thing?
You got too many questions, boy. The vehicle wax has arrived. Holler at the crew and get the stuff moving. Enman, this might be more complicated than we thought. I have to inform Angro at once.
Angro? Did he tell you about the investigation?
Yeah, back when we got notified about the investigation on professional negligence, he asked me to keep an eye out for things. Artyom is a very respected veteran of the crew. I can hardly believe this.
Didn't you notice anything unusual about him?
My trucking crew eat and live together. We're like family, you see, but recently, Artyom has been avoiding the rest of us. There's an abandoned transfer station southwest of the power plant. Artyom occasionally goes there to blow off some steam. Maybe you can check out that place.
Alrighty, we have a place to go. Keep an eye on him. Be silent about this, don't let him find out. That's an important one.
Understood. I'll cancel the jobs for today and get the crew glued to this post. Nobody's leaving till Artyom is found.
Alright. Fair enough. I'm just still somewhat stiff with currency since I'm waiting for Rossi and potentially Pillar Dragon Lady for Sculpture Nice. I'm similar. That's why I'm not going any further than 30. I've basically, so in my brain, right? I've explained this a couple times. I don't mind explaining it again. Because these last 2 banners after they go away, you know what I mean? After the character they match goes away, I'm fine with not getting her signature yet.
Yo, I just thought
And
of a
instead,
joke. Anyone want to hear it?
just waiting until, for example, Rossi shows up. Because from what I understand, it seems like the next banners are Tong Tong and then Rossi, which would place Rossi at a point where I can pull on the Rossi banner and then use the Arsenal tickets to get Yvonne's weapon. If I also get Rossi's weapon, then cool, but I'm mostly going for Yvonne's weapon. I'm completely fine with giving Rossi a Battle Pass weapon instead. Because the only 2 characters I really like, when they showed like all the characters that are upcoming, the only 2 that I was really worried about or interested in were Rossi and Fangy, right? You know, or as you call her, Pillar Dragon Lady, right? I'm more interested in Pillar Dragon Lady, frankly. But, you know, I'm not gonna say no to the cute Lupo girl, you know what I mean? Like she also looks really cool. So if she runs how she did in like the cutscene, then she seems like she'd be really fun. I heard she's nature. If she's in a sub DPS, she might also work with Yvonne. Interestingly enough. What happens if I?
Wow, you can actually do that? One more simmer down. Cozy up with
Yo, Gojo, welcome in.
sanitize the corruption. Bet you love it. Fireworks for you! We are united beyond the...
Oh, they're all dead. Okay. Well, I'm not too worried then. Did you check my post in Discord? Not just yet, I assume. If it was since I started streaming.
If you hadn't come to get me out of the mess.
Are you Archum?
I am.
I'm Supervisor Perlica of Endfield Industries, and this is...
I know. The administrator, right? You last visited Valley for 10 years ago. I was already working here back then.
We don't have time for nostalgia. Is this where you've been hiding?
Hiding? Oh. I guess you can call it that. I don't really like crowded places, so I got myself a quiet spot.
A quiet spot? We literally just had a mob of landbreakers here.
They just showed up all of a sudden. Even took me by surprise.
Well then, Mr. Archum, why did that truck of yours appear along the fringes of Valley 4 during non-working hours? We have the monitoring logs, and the video is pretty clear.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We not only have the video, we even got your path mapped out. You strayed off the distribution route and headed straight into Breaker Turf.
Are you accusing me of walking with the pipe faces?
Please just answer our questions. We have reasonable cause to suspect you.
I admit that I've violated a few of our SOPs, but I didn't betray the syndicates. That night, I went out to handle a few personal affairs.
This is no longer a personal affair. I believe Anger will have more questions for you.
I believe he does.
Check it, it's super crazy. Are you talking about the weapon pulls? The like double weapon. Or so Gojo, something to keep in mind as well. I don't know what your Discord name is. If you don't change your Discord name to the name you have, which is Gojo, I don't know exactly who you are in the Discord. I have to assume. Based on what you've said previously. So I assume you're talking about the double weapon pull, because that's the last thing that was, you know, considered like super crazy. Chat log. I don't recess chatter. I don't think we made any progress. I thought so too, but I guess we should think positive. Using transmitters for aether side observations is definitely the way to go. But we're just a tiny research team operating out in the middle of nowhere. How do we build the transmitter? Okay. My Discord ID. Okay. Oh, something I will tell you, by the way, when you get polls and stuff, put them in there's a gacha gaming channel in the Discord. So chuck them in there. The general is more for like general conversation, or if people have things to ask me about the channel overall. The gacha gaming is more for the specific gacha stuff. Okay, yes. But yeah, that was pretty sick. Getting Yvonne in a 10 pull. I mean, you got pretty similar luck to what I did. I got her in 12. And that was after already getting her on Gilberta's banner. So now I have her at potential 1, which is sick. No luck with the weapon though yet. I think I've pulled 30 times for the weapon. Let me make sure. I think I have 5 left on the guarantee, so that would make 30. Yes. But I have pulled a 6-star, so I don't have a guaranteed 6-star in 1. Yeah, bruh. And her weapon too? Yeah, that's what I mean, is I'm gonna want to pull for her weapon, but if I don't get it, it's fine. So in that sense, you definitely, that was nuts. You basically, I mean, you basically did what I did with Gilberta, in a way. Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Oh yeah, it's over here, isn't it? The way you go up. Yeah, it's the stairs. Oh, it's you two. Edmund, you're back. Wonderful. Both Yulia and Georgie have been detained. We're now questioning them. I already suspected them. Who knows what evil things they would have pulled off if the Endman hadn't busted them. Your help is greatly appreciated. We are certain that these two are indeed guilty of major infractions. Artyom might be a bigger problem than we'd like to think. Artyom, he's an old veteran of Valley 4. I don't think he's involved with this. You're too soft. That's why you can't get any suspects. He's the one who drove a truck out there in the dead of night. Yeah, we even ran into landbreakers near his hideout. I understand, that's why I'm pegging him as a serious suspect, but right now that Artyom still refuses to tell us anything, what are you planning to do? Give me some time, I'm going to interrogate him myself. For which essence I use on Yvonne's weapon? The one that gives all 3 of her stats. Essences don't have like set bonuses and stuff. You literally just want to go to a place that you can get an essence with all 3 of her weapon stats on it, and then that's what you give her, that's it. And then you continuously upgrade that essence until it's maxed out. We now have 3 clear approaches to the problem. If our next step is successful, we'll be 1 step closer to the truth. We can't just be closer to the truth, we need actual results. No compromises. Our fellow crewmates who lost their lives in this incident deserve this much. Yeah, and we'll definitely help nab the traitor. You've already given us a ton of help. We'll make things forward from this point. I'll notify you once we make any progress. We'll move things forward. Okay. Investigation phase complete. Wait for further notice. Wait a damn second. I have to wait for further notice? I don't even get rewarded? There's no, like, part 2 to this quest? That's crazy. That's insane. Wasn't this quest only like 100 ore a barrel too? Give me a second. Am I stupid? It's in here, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, this is only 100 ore a barrel. This better be They better be lathering some, like, I don't know, they better put a bunch of gold chests in a room and have me walk in and collect them or something. Because that is not worth it on its own. Going around talking to a bunch of people everywhere with no inherent rewards yet. Hello? Is it not shooting?
Careful! Don't get jinxed! What a happy day! Power shot! Boom! One more shot! Prayer has been very happy with you. Tick-tock! One more shot! They show lethal intent!
Yes, gamers, I mentioned it beforehand. I got 17 gold essence and all are trash. Well, as long as the 17 gold essences you have, by the way, have at least one trait in common with any other essences you're leveling, it's fine. You only need one essence to have all three, and then you, as long as an essence shares one stat in common, you can use it to upgrade it. To upgrade that stat. So hold on to your gold essences even if they look like trash. Because odds are you're going to eventually want to use them. But yes, so for those who are unaware, I have some stuff I have to handle after stream, so I will be ending it a little bit early today. But we still have a bit of time, so. I think my friends list is already messed up, fortunately. I'd like to accept you, but my friend list is full. Is there anyone not playing? Last login time, ascending. Yeah, I guess there's like this one. I haven't played in like a month almost. Okay, yes. I guess I can do that. Can you? What do I do here? How do I remove you? Okay, unfriend. Yeah, I'll just do it based on friends. Because you want actively playing people to be here because they will have more things unlocked, which lets you benefit as a friend. And also, for example, if they never, like, if they logged off, right, and they never collect any of their upgrades, you can't ever upgrade their Dijon. It just doesn't work. You won't be able to do anything for them. You can't buff it or anything like that, so you have no way to spend your credits for them, or to gain credits by helping them. So. Alright. Let's operation manual it up. I'm gonna take this and go to the protocol space for
what if
skill
someone's
stuff.
not ready for it?
I had to be listened away for a bit. I hope I didn't miss anything. Do you know how to do artificing? I do know how to do artificing. You do a quest, and then you unlock it in your gear crafting. Here, and I'll explain what you missed in a second, Serathos. So artificing, you basically just go up in here, and like if you want to artifice whatever is in here, you click on artifice, and then you take duplicate gear, and you artifice it. Though I recommend try to get gear that has a higher stat than whatever stat you're upgrading. This is easiest to do with kits, because any kit that is a non-set piece has a higher main stat than a kit with a set, right? So it's just naturally going to be better.
Over here, Endman.
And then what you missed, Serathos, is I just basically explained that I intend on, I'll probably end stream like 30 minutes early because I have stuff I have to handle after stream. But for now, I'm still here. I'm going to probably get some protocol space, like skill upgrade mods. Because I have to get the masteries up on Yvonne. I need to put more crowns into her, basically. That's the vibe. into her ultimate and then her basic.
We'll end this fight easily. Oh, we're so committed.
And how to get the blue things, which is used for artificing in Wuling. If you go to the stock exchange, you'll see them. I don't know why I did that, but whatever.
This is gonna be loud.
List subject, but passion super.
Do you have any other characters in sight you want to crown? Probably, I mean, it depends. I'm not super interested in it yet, but if I, like, Lavatane I put some progress into. But that was prior to me playing with Yvonne's team, and I really enjoy it. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Because even when this team is, like, realistically, every character is underleveled in this team except Yvonne, and she doesn't even have a weapon properly. But she's still able to, what would you call it? Immobilize enemies enough to do a bunch of damage without taking a bunch of damage.
FYI,
What's your in-game ID so I can add you? It's at the bottom of my screen, though if you're watching on the short, that's probably hard to see. Let me grab it. Here, let me go to my account. Hop in my UID. This might work. Yeah, that should work. I'm on mobile, I can't zoom it. Yeah, that's fine. I put it in the chat. Anyone wants to add me can add me there. I'll probably just remove whoever is like the least active on my list. Because there's a lot of people that haven't been on in like 20-something days, which is almost as long as the game has been out. Because the game's been out for 4 weeks, so if you've not logged on in the past 27 days, I can't really help you much there. That means you basically logged in at launch and then got off the game and haven't logged in since. Which is, you know, good like that.
Over here, Endman. Too easy. Give me a proper challenge.
I'm always online. Oh yeah, I imagine most people get on. No, the game out came out like a week ago, right? Yeah, totally. We're totally not actively on the 3rd banner already. By the way, the 2-week banner is interesting. I kind of like it. It makes me feel like so let me explain at least my opinion, the benefits of a 2-week banner. First, when it comes to stacking arsenal tickets, for example, you are in a pretty good spot. It's pretty easy to get the 350 that you need to get the 10, or to get the 5 here, and then you get another 5 weekly. Your Yvonne is way better than mine. I am surprised by that, because you have the weapon.
Frosty Bitey.
My attack is really low, because I don't have a weapon. Like, yes, I have a weapon, but it's level 40, and not upgraded at all. I have not upgraded this thing. So, I highly doubt that my Yvonne is actually better than yours. It probably just looks better, because her stats are higher. Because I have her gear fully artificed. And I have a lot of her stuff upgraded. Of course, if I ended up pulling another one of her, I'd be actually kind of crazy. Because her potential 2, in my opinion, is significantly better than her potential 1, because it gives a flat 7% crit rate and 20 intellect, which is really nice for damage, especially for her. In fact, if you get the right gear,
Frosty Bitey.
depending, because with this gear, for example, right, she's got a near 30% extra crit rate. On top of that, she has this, so it is a 30% extra crit rate. Then she has her weapon, which, if I recall, somewhere in the realm of like 15 to 20% crit rate, depending on how it scales. So if you get this up to where she has a 70% crit rate, then she's golden. Because that means she has a 100% crit rate during her ult. Because her ult, every hit during her ult gives her a 3% extra crit. And it stacks up to 10 times. So she ends up with a 30% crit rate increase. So if you can hit 70% crit rate on her, it's actually really, really nice. I think that's her biggest, like, flat damage increase. Just because it makes it easier to guarantee her crit. But I'm not 100% sure. That, you know, don't take my word for it. I'm not a super omega spreadsheet gamer. But yes, so I did that.
Over here,
not really a whole lot else to do for her.
Oh,
I don't really have the I guess I technically do have the sanity. So I guess I could, on a technicality. I could take the, I could use my sanity meds and do quite a lot. Right? Question is, do I want to do that, though? How many of these do I already have? I have 6. So, 10. Alright. What should I upgrade on Fluorite? So the main thing, I'm gonna be honest, Fluorite's kind of a battery on this team. She can be replaced with Last Right. In this exact team that I'm using right here. You can use, you could technically use Last Right instead of Fluorite, or Last Right instead of Gilberta.
Distract them, disable them.
Because Fluorite is very good at one thing, and that is applying Infliction. First of all, her Tiny Surprise applies Nature Infliction just on its own. But also, whenever an enemy gets 2 or more stacks of Cryo Infliction or Nature Infliction, she triggers her combo, which then applies Nature damage and an extra Arts Infliction of the element already on the enemy. Which does mean, as far as I'm aware, this will give an extra Infliction stack of both of them. So if they have a Cryo and a Nature Infliction, then she will apply 2 stacks of Infliction to the enemy. In addition, her ultimate, if the final damage sequence hits a target with at least 2 stacks of Cryo or Nature Infliction, then it applies another Arts Infliction on top of that. Now, what does this usually mean? It means that you can get an enemy with her ult and with all of her other stuff to max Nature Infliction with a little bit of Cryo Infliction really quickly. The little bit of Cryo Infliction comes from Shaihi, by the way, because you apply her skill. Her skill gives an Arts Amp, which is nice, but on top of that, once her HP treatments on the skill are used, she does a Cryo Infliction on an enemy. So if that combo applies before Fluorite does her thing, the enemy is looking at about 6 stacks of Infliction because of Gilberta. Because Gilberta applies Infliction with her little suction. And that's what you want to do anyway, because you're trying to AoE them all. Then you take Yvonne. And typically for me, it depends on how much setup there is. If it's instant and it's a short fight, then realistically, she ends up doing this like after Fluorite does her stuff almost on her own. And Shaihi isn't really taken into account. It's just Gilberta into Fluorite to stack Nature Infliction and not really worrying about Cryo. But for this, in this situation I'm explaining, you absorb 6 stacks of Infliction, which amps your ultimate energy for Yvonne, which gives you a ton of ultimate. It also applies Solidification to all of them. So it's really, really nice. And then, of course, her ultimate is where most of her damage comes from. Because this, if the enemy is solidified, she does extra damage and then consumes the solidification. So you want to combo and then ult. For her. But yeah, so Fluorite, realistically, the only gear I put on her is ultimate amping. And just increasing her ultimate gain efficiency so she gets her ult more often. Then, for her gear, or for her stuff, I did kind of upgrade things here and there, but realistically, this stuff doesn't really matter too much, other than upgrading her skills, obviously. The main one to update being her ult. Because it does a boost. All that stuff, so it's nice. But yeah, so she'll do decent. Like, her damage won't be bad, but you're mostly using her for the arts infliction.
Ciao. Wanna head out for a walk?
Now, realistically, like I said, this build is not my ideal build. Or I shouldn't say it's not my ideal build. It's not the ideal build. I think people use Last Right instead of Gilberta, and then they swap these two. That way 4 rights applies last, her skill. Because, Last Right has a really, really, really consistent cryo infliction application. And then, I'm trying to explain. Basically, she performs an attack and then returns some skill points. So it's really skill point efficient. Then the next final strike that you do with Yvonne creates mirages that deal cryo damage and apply cryo infliction. Right? And because you can kind of control this, and because it gives ultimate energy and all this like real nice stuff here, an SP return, it's really nice to do this, but something very important is to wait to use Winter's Devourer on her if you do end up using her with Fluorite, because you can use Fluorite to after she uses her skill, obviously, and after Fluorite does her thing, and after Jaihi does her thing, right? They're gonna have 2 stacks of cryo and 1 stack of nature if you use Fluorite's skill. If you don't use Fluorite's skill, then they're just gonna have 2 stacks of cryo. Fluorite's combo is going to give them a 3rd stack of cryo. Her ult is going to give them a 4th stack of cryo, right? You want Yvonne's skill to happen before you ever use Last Right's combo. Gilberta, BS, Fluorite, BS.
I must master this power.
Yeah, which that one is fine. Like, the only thing I would say is if you can, before any of that, have Jaihi's battle skill up. That way the cryo infliction gets added while it's being consumed. Her combo will likely happen before Fluorite. I got 3 of them while being free to play. Well, let's go. I got 2 of them while being free to play. I got 1 of her on Gilberta's banner and 1 of her just now. A 3rd one I certainly wouldn't mind, but I'm not going to expect it, ever. So. I'll just have fun with what I have. Thinking I should use P0 Leva or P2 Yvonne. Up to you. Which character do you like more? It's not like you have content right now that requires you to min-max. Build the team you want. Like, I was just thinking to myself, I was like, I wonder if I should, because I'm gonna be honest, Gilberta feels like a non-negotiable for me. Because here's the thing, right? Gilberta is not outright stronger than, like, Last Right in this team. But, like, I'm gonna be real. She has an ability that suctions everything in and is really, really useful. I'm not going to at all like
Got a
look
few
down on
tips
that
to get a
under
better
any
view of the
circumstance.
road. Broaden your horizons, learn from the experiences, and add a dash of imagination.
Let me fully understand here. All right, so oh. Okay. Her passive also boosts tanks, mages, and supports. Hello, Baron. Welcome. Gilberta's passive? I don't remember. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, which the ultimate gain efficiency is nice. Wouldn't LH be much better suited than Flora for your team for his extra cryo stacks? Depends. What do you call it?
Over here, Endman. Oh.
What a beautiful day. Whoop, whoop.
If I'm remembering correctly, he applies... So he consumes cryo infliction himself and applies solidification, and then recovers SP, right? The solidification is good. SP generation. I think most people use him for SP generation, not for cryo stacks. So he applies cryo infliction to enemies in a large area of effect in front of him, then recovers some SP on hit, with additional SP defeat for each target defeated. At least for me, she applies nature infliction, which Yvonne absorbs equally well, and amps both cryo and nature infliction. Like she increases cryo and nature infliction equally, and then she also applies nature infliction herself in an AoE. Alesh only applies cryo with his ult. He consumes cryo infliction with his skill. So I don't know what you mean about his cryo application. Because his combos, yeah, like he's just gonna be SP generation. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it's fine. He's not bad. Like he's good for her because her team is really SP hungry, I think. Try my rotation. I will worry about that stuff at another time. I mentioned I do have to leave soon. So I was mostly just looking through and talking some stuff with you guys. I also want to look into what some of the spreadsheet gamers have done for rotations. But yes. Alrighty, gamers. So, it's around that time. It'd probably be best for me to bid you all adieu so I can get started on the stuff. But I thank you all for being here. If you have any more questions or things you want to talk about to me or to each other, I have a Discord. If you go to the contacts/socials in my description or my panels, my bio, wherever, there's like a card link, and that will take you to all of my places where you can find me, including the Discord. I am relatively active there when I can be. And if I'm not active, other people are. So feel free to join that, talk with each other, talk about the game and all that stuff, all that good stuff. But yes, alright gamers, I will see you all on, what day is it? Saturday. Yes, I will see you all on Saturday. Alright gamers,